Hey everybody, it's Wednesday, June 22nd, time for some more Marvel Legendary, some more Marvel Studios Guardians of the Galaxy. Doing this on a Wednesday because I wanted to play more of this expansion. I played it last week, I'm going to be uploading that soon, and it turned out to be, I went it over my head. So we're going to slow it down a little bit, try to experience these cards more. I've had more time to learn about them. Quick context. Upper Deck is streaming at 3, which is an hour from now, and they said they have some secrets to show. They're not doing a very long stream. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to play up until around 3, and if I don't finish this game, I'll pause it, but if I do, I'll wait until after their stream. We're going to go ahead and raid them, go over there, send them a lot of bagels, find out what the secrets are. Maybe we get to see something about what's going on at Gen Con this year for Legendary, and then we'll come back here and I'll finish my first game if I didn't, and then I'll play my second game. I'll be definitely playing 2 games. It might just be split up there. So if anybody is watching their stream, if you want to monitor to let me know after 3 p.m. when they're actually live, when they're on camera, that's when I want to raid them, not before. So let me know. But let's go ahead and take a look at the first setup I'm going to do. And I say we're starting a little more simple, but it's not that simple, you know? It's still going to be complicated. There's a lot of stuff in these cards. In this small box set, still a lot of stuff going on. Where's my button here? All right, there we go. Here it is. All right, so we're going to play this. It's uploaded. So we've got Mastermind, Ronan the Accuser, the scheme. By the way, predictions are up if you'd like to put those in. Ronan the Accuser, Unleash the Abilisk, Space Monster. I'm excited for this one. We're going to be using the 2 villain groups from the set, all 5 heroes from the set, and I decided to throw in Doombot Legion as a simple henchman so we can focus on the cards in this set. And we'll be using the Ego Mastermind later with another scheme, but this is our first setup. How do you think I'm going to do? This scheme looks tough, and I'll go over it in a second. You'll see what I mean. So let me hide that, and we'll get back to this. Let's do our overview of the Mastermind and scheme here. So here's Ronan the Accuser. He has 6 attack, and he has no VP. None of these Masterminds have VP because, well, you'll see. Master Strike, each player discards a card at random. Ronan captures this strike as a Necrocraft ship, villainous weapon that gives +1. When you gain a Necrocraft ship, it becomes a triggered artifact that says whenever a Master Strike is completed, draw a card. He's got a lot of whenever things happen effects on his villainous weapons and his artifacts from the Master Strike, and you'll see that coming up. And here's the scheme. Follow along. I had to read this a few times to really understand what it was trying to tell me to do. Let's read it. We got 9 twists in this. Unleash the Abilisk Space Monster, the opening scene for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I love that scene. I gotta go watch it again. It was so good. All right. What played during this scene? Mr. Blue Sky, right? Twist 1 to 8. Put this twist next to the scheme as an Abilisk Tentacle villain worth 4 VP. All right? It captures a non-gray hero from your discard pile. Its attack is 3 plus the cost of that hero. It has fight, KO one of your gray heroes. A player of your choice gains the captured hero. And then for 2 players, like I'm doing, the player on, or 2+ players, the player on your right plays a tentacle from their victory pile, capturing from them. And Twist 9, replay all defeated tentacles, which I believe means all the defeated tentacles in your victory piles, and all victory piles are played. Is that what that means? Maybe I don't get it properly, but you'll help me. Oh yeah, thank you for the resub, Drufus. I'm excited to play some more Guardians 2 and actually get it right this time, and use the hero synergies as they're meant to be. And then evil wins when there are 5 tentacles. When there's 5 tentacles out here. So on Twist 9, don't I just play all of them? Don't I lose on Twist 9? Isn't it basically evil wins on Twist 9 because they all get played from my victory piles? I think that's what it's trying to tell me. But anyway, we're going to give it a shot. And I have a way to show all the tentacles as well. By the way, this is my favorite evil wins condition. I never thought I'd see one that says evil wins when there are 5 tentacles. I love that. All right, let me give everything a quick shuffle. I've got my Hydra and Shield starter cards. If you'd like to put a prediction in, now is the time to do so. So, I think I understand these cards a little better. I know what cards work well. I know how to use Star-Lord's hero set. Unless something happens. Yeah. So, well, I don't know. It says all defeated tentacles, right? Would a tentacle that you KO'd from a victory pile still count as a defeated tentacle? I don't know. Or you can KO a villain from a victory pile. If they're... Yeah. If they're KO'd, right? The player on the right... Can I? Are they considered villains? I think so. More good questions. Good questions, though. We're going to learn together. We're going to learn together. All right, got the Hydra side. You got like a minute left for predictions if you want to take a guess at how this is going to go. I'll be playing a second game today, so... Okay, villain deck, courtesy shuffle. No extra shenanigans in the villain deck. We are definitely going to play the Star-Lord's mixtape game second. So when we get to that, I'm going to need some suggestions on which villains to add to the villain deck and which heroes to add, because we're going to have to add stuff. So think about that if you're going to stick around for game 2. It's probably, I think it's just the evil wins. Ronan as Mastermind. Yeah, the setup is uploaded, Drufus, so you can check that out. I actually plugged it all in as custom cards to the randomizer. So yes, Ronan first. Ronan first. Just doing my shuffles and all that. Okay, here we go. Here he is. Bam. Ronan is there. My starter cards are ready. Time to fill the HQ. Let me end the predictions. We're all still learning these cards. So, all right. So, 3 people said win, 2 people said lose, and nobody else said anything else. So, we'll see how this goes. Ending the predictions now. If you didn't get this one in, don't worry. I'll do another one later. Ending submissions. Oh, 4. Oh, they're still coming in. All right. I'll give another courtesy 30 seconds, which means 25 seconds for you. While I talk about this. Yeah, so later I'm going to be doing the Star-Lord's Awesome Mixtape, which I'll show it for a second, because predictions are still coming in. This one, again, uses 7 heroes, so I have to add 2 heroes. We're going to be using Ego, who already adds a villain group, and Travel Size let us know in the chat that there's a rule, which I didn't know this entire time, where when you're building a setup, you pick Mastermind first, then Scheme. And usually it doesn't matter, but it does matter in the case of Star-Lord's Mixtape, because it doubles the amount of villains. And if you have a Mastermind that adds villains, that counts. So we'll get to that in a little bit. All right. Predictions now are 5 win, 3 lose, but 50% of the points towards a lose. And I could lose this. This is a scary, scary scheme. Ending right now. All right, locked in. And if anybody didn't hear at the beginning, Upper Deck streaming at 3, so we're going to go and raid them whether I'm done with this game or not, and we'll come back and finish the game and do another one. But I want to see a lot of bagels over there. It'll be fun. Okay, let's see who's starting in our HQ. We're starting with, we got Rocket and Groot. We've got Star-Lord, Gamora, Drax. Ooh, do we get Mantis? Is it going to be all of them? No, we don't. We got Star-Lord. Everybody but Mantis is here. All of them. Which makes me have to make some interesting decisions. So I have to remind myself, there are only 3 copies of each common and 2 copies of each uncommon. So this give and take, which you kind of need, as well as his other uncommon, to make Star-Lord's set work. There's only 2 of them. Got to remember that. All right, let's go ahead and start with turn number 1 right now. I'm going to do my best to win this. We got a 4 and 2. First card from the villain deck is the Orb, which unfortunately for me goes straight to Ronan, I believe. No, never mind. It gets KO'd. Villainous weapons get KO'd if there's no villains in the city. That's my recollection. Let me just confirm that. I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. Is that correct? If there are no villains in the city, KO the weapon instead. Well, it's too bad I don't get to actually get the orb. I have to KO it. It would have given me a villainous artifact that lets me take an extra turn when I fight the Mastermind without a villain deck play. But also, Ronan doesn't get it. So the orb... Where's the twist? Good question. Is KO'd. So much for the Power Stone. Hopefully nobody needs that. All right. Let's just pretend that never happened. We've got our 4 recruit to play. Let's look at our options. And here we go, starting with... Passion, Compassion, 1 attack, draw a card for excessive violence, and 1 recruit, draw a card with excessive kindness. That's pretty useful. Let's look at our other divided card, which I could take this turn. I think the +6 would be much, much worse, so that was nice. Give and take. So what I learned about Star-Lord is he gives you a lot of artifacts, and his artifacts trigger when you play other artifacts. And so at a point, you can play, and you'll see this when I do my upload of my last Ego game, when I play all the artifacts, I run out of artifacts to play to activate things. So this give... Does the ambush still happen? Oh, it totally does. Let me really look at that. Oh, yeah. Mr. Giraffe is right. I missed the ambush because I was so excited to KO this. Oh, does it? Hold on. I don't know. Does it actually enter the city? It didn't get attached to anything. This is a really good question. Does this ambush happen? It has to enter the city to ambush, and it never entered the city, did it? Unless ambush is specifically when it's played from the villain deck. So I think it does happen. What do you guys think? If the orb is drawn, how do we define... we're starting the game with a rules question? How do we define ambush? It said instead. It says instead. What says instead? Oh, you're right, you're right. It says instead for the villainous weapon. If there are no villains in the city, KO the weapon instead. So yeah, so I was right the first time. It doesn't actually enter the city, so it doesn't actually ambush. Everybody good with that? I'm not trying to cheat the game. I think that's the accurate way to do it. So, all right, where was I? But very good catch and question, Mr. Giraffe. I just assumed it wouldn't be the case. All right, anyway, I've got give and take. What I was talking about this is that you need to discard artifacts to get them back in the rotation to make Star-Lord work. So I would love to build a Star-Lord deck, but I've also got another option with a 4 cost, and that's Gamora. This is also a great card. They work together pretty well. To play this, you must put a card from your hand on top of on bottom of your deck, draw 2 cards. I can use Gamora to draw cards. I can use Star-Lord to discard his artifacts, get them back quickly, and activate all his effects. So I want to start with give and take first because this does give me a recruit, which I'm going to need. So let me go ahead and take give and take on the left and use it to power the Star-Lord engine that I'm going to be working with, hopefully. And there's Gamora's rare right away. I'm going to need that to take down some tentacles. Otherwise, I'm going to be in trouble. Watch me learn that ambush. I know, I'm pretty sure it wasn't supposed to happen. Turn 2 gives me the Exelon monks from the followers of Ronan. They get +2 while another villain is commanding the followers of Ronan. Some villains in these get powered up while they're being commanded, and some get powered up while they are commanding. This is the former. Hey, Matt Darkness, thank you for the resub. The tier 1 sub for Matt Darkness. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. All right. So fight K1 of your heroes on this. 3 attack, which I can't do this turn. It's another 4 and 2 with my Hydra side. So if I'm going artifacts on the left, I don't want to mess that up. So I feel like I'm going to be doing the same thing I did last time where I'm building a Star-Lord Gamora deck on one side and then a Rocket and Groot Drax on the other. It sounds like the weapon only enters the city the way a bystander does. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it just hasn't come up before because we haven't had a villainous weapon with an ambush effect. I think the ones from Heroes of Asgard, like the Casket of Ancient Winters, I think it does something, but is it an ambush? Oliver, thank you for the resub. What does a Casket of Ancient Winters say? Does it have an ambush that does something with Lafay? I don't remember. All right, let me look at the... I really want to get the Drax cards here, but if I look at the divided Rocket and Groot, I'm going to have to build something around excessive violence / excessive kindness, I think. Or I could take Gamora, who's pretty good either way. I don't have to have Gamora with Star-Lord. It doesn't. So so this is the first time. And Gamora will let me get better cards. Gamora and Drax will work actually pretty well if I decide to use them together. And just focus on KOing stuff and getting I can KO stuff with the Doombots, get Star-Lord to have a bunch of artifacts. I'm going to go ahead and take Gamora on the other side. It is a common. There's going to be 3 of them. But that's less than 5. Cool. How are you liking it so far, Matt? The Eternal Flame. That's what I was thinking of. It has an ambush effect. So if the Eternal Flame enters the city, or if the Eternal Flame is played and there's no villains in the city, does it ambush or not? I guess it wouldn't matter because... Anyway. Surprised that hasn't come up with any of my games before, but maybe that exists as a question thanks to Heroes of Asgard. We've got turn 3, and turn 3 is going to give us our first Exelon attendants, which are like the Exelon monks where they get +2 while another villain is commanding the followers of Ronan. So unfortunately, Exelon monks are commanding the followers of Ronan in ambush. Reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it's a villain, it enters an empty city space. Does KO. All right. Top card of the villain deck is the Doombot Legion. So they're going to enter a empty city space. Just for fun, I'm going to put it on the bridge because I can. Yeah, it's okay. Hasn't been out for that long. So Exelon monks are commanding the followers of Ronan, which means that the Exelon attendants get +2 because another villain is commanding them. So they're at 5. The monks are still at 3. If I get rid of the monks, then they'll go down to 3 again because they would be commanding, and that's not what the card gives it a buff for. Okay, let's start getting some artifacts now that I got the uncommon Star-Lord. Starship Sensors and Borrowed Nova Blast do the same thing. When you play an artifact, it gives you 1 recruit or 1 attack. That's the difference. 1 recruit, 1 attack, plus, of course, the class. I do have sidekicks available in this setup, so I'm going to go ahead and take the sensors. We're going to see if another one comes up, and then, if not, we'll get a sidekick. So the first time I play an artifact each turn, including this one, I get +1 recruit. I will have to recruit this one. And we've got... Okay. We've got a Drax, so I'm going to go ahead and get a sidekick, or I can get Rocket and Groot. What makes more sense for me to take? I mean, drawing cards is kind of what I want to do over here to get these artifacts out. And I may have enough for the excessive violence, depending on what I do. Venry Mel, thank you for the follow. You know what? I'm going to keep the HQ moving. I'm going to go ahead and recruit Passion, Compassion as well on this side, even though it's not an artifact. I did get the discard card I wanted. So, I'm happy about that. No tentacles yet. I'm kind of terrified because I feel like all the tentacles are going to happen all at the same time. I would have preferred they would be split up so I could tackle them one by one. But I do need some attack power to handle that. I want to see the Ravagers come up. I didn't really get to see what they did because I had so many villains in the villain deck last time. I didn't get to see them featured. And they're really funny and how they just kind of take over each other. And that's what I want to see. We got another Doombot coming in, which I guess are space Doombots, space bots. I don't know. So, with 4 recruit, I took a Gamora card last time. I have this Guardian's Escape Rare that I cannot get. I do have Nothing Goes Over My Head Drax, which has more excessive violence. So if I start building up the excessive violence, Gamora will help with that with her card draw to get as many cards as I can and get as many excessive violence cards in my hand as I can so I can activate them all. So this one is excessive violence. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck, discard any number of them, put the rest back in any order, which will set up Gamora if I decide to play her after. So I will take Nothing Goes Over My Head Drax. Plus, for Gamora's, for her sword, I need to draw a lot of cards. So. Still nothing to fight for 2. I'm having a full city. Now, luckily, I don't really care super about escapes this game. I care about the tentacles, so I'm trying to build up attack as quickly as I can. Because depending on the cost of these cards, these tentacles are going to be pretty strong. Hey, wow, there's 21 people watching. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. Ooh, I got both of these in my hand. Ooh, I got all my non-graves in my hand. That's a good place to be. If I can put these in the right place. All right, good enough. Turn 5 gives us a villainous weapon which does not get KO'd. So this Scavenge Blade is going to go to this Doombot right here. Weird seeing movie characters on these cards. I have the Homecoming expansion, but haven't allowed myself to play it. Homecoming is pretty good. There's some upsides and downsides to it, but Guardians is definitely the superior Marvel Studios expansion, without a doubt. All right, this goes to the Doombots. Ambush, play another card from the villain deck, and it becomes a triggered artifact that gives me some attack. But right now, it gives 2 attack to the Doombots, so we play another card from the villain deck. So Doombots get +2. They're at 5 total attack. And then we play a Scheme Twist. So now we got some tentacles coming in. Here we go, first one. Put this twist next to the Scheme as an Abilisk tentacle. Who gave that Doombot a knife? As an Abilisk tentacle villain with 4 VP, it captures a non-gray hero from my discard pile. So I get to show you the cool thing that I'm doing now. Are you ready? I don't have any room for the tentacle. So I have to do this. Hey, look at that. More board. How did that happen? All right. I had to improvise. I had to improve on my methods. Okay, it captures a non-gray hero from my discard pile. Luckily for me. Oh, I know what's happening. Hold on. Okay, is that better? My extra camera audio was on. It should be fine now. I muted it. We good? All right, we're good. All right. Yeah, it was my other camera capturing audio, but we're good now. All right. It went perfectly. I won't accept any other history. Okay, so it's worth 4 VP, captures a non-gray hero from my discard pile. Its attack is 3 plus the cost of that hero. It has fight KO one of your gray heroes. So I have no heroes on my discard pile, so this just becomes a 3-attack villain. 3-attack tentacle. Tentacle count goes up by 1. Again, I thought I'd never say that. I apologize. All right. The player on your right plays it. That's the fight effect. So I'm good right now. That's it. That's all that happens. We have a tentacle out there. It's 3 to fight. Let's take it out right now, actually. Here we go. I'm going to play Starship Sensors. Becomes a triggered artifact. The first artifact I play this turn. That's a new one. That is a new one. Okay. Ensign Chilton, thank you so much for coming by. Yeah, glad you could make it. All right, I'm going to play this. It becomes the first artifact that I played this turn, and I get 1 recruit when I do so because it triggers itself, activates. All right, let's keep going. I've got 2 troopers to play. 1, 2. Yeah, and I'll be uploading this at some point in the future. If you are a Ko-Fi supporter at the, what tier is it? I think it's the $3 tier and up. You get early access to all these videos, so I upload these 24 hours after they end. Everybody else has to wait a little bit longer for me to get those up. But if you're interested, that's where you can do that. All right, I've got 2 attack, 1 recruit there. I have 1 recruit with this agent. Now, what to do here? Do I want to play give or take? Take is going to let me draw an artifact. I don't think I have any other artifacts. It's too early, but it will give me 2 attack. Give will give me 3 recruit and will let me get starship sensors back in the circle, which is kind of what I want to do. I do have enough to fight the tentacle. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the give side. 2 more recruit. I will discard the starship sensors that I control to get 1 more recruit. I'm at 5. And now we're going to play Passion Compassion. I need to play it as attack in order to fight the tentacle. So I'll play it as Passion. I don't use excessive violence. I need to use exactly what I've got. So I'll play it. And let's go ahead and fight. Yeah, I was very close to the 7. Otherwise, I would have definitely taken Guardian's Escape. It'll happen soon, though. I have a lot of opportunities to do that with these cards. So I've got 3 attack. Let's go ahead and take out this tentacle for 3. I've defeated it. We're going to go back to our regular camera because I don't need it anymore. And move on. So except for the audio issues, pretty smooth, I think. I think that's going to work. It's going to help me for ego, for sure. So I've got Prison Riot, which I don't think I want to take over here, even though I can't afford it. I'm probably just going to take these 2 Star-Lords. This one has 0 plus recruit, 3 attack. Excessive violence, you get +2 recruit. Do not ever call me a thesaurus. Your left-hand V-box over the white die when expanded view. I'm going to have to fix that. That's right, I got to do the tentacle effect. All right, let's look at the scheme twist again. Here we go. KO one of your gray heroes. So let's go ahead and get rid of the shield agent. All right. Yeah, no captured heroes to gain. No other tentacles on the right to capture. So that I'm safe from that. That KO is done. Yeah, let me look at that again, Snash. So it's fine. I'll just have to keep in mind where that is. But thank you. Yes, it does cover it up. See, you can't even see what the number is there. Okay. So what was I doing? I was looking at Drax, Prison Riot, Excessive Violence. I want that on the other side. Let's go ahead and take... Is there a blog post or something? I can look at it right now. If there's a blog post that went up, I have to look at it. But I don't see that anything went up. I'm peeking at it right now. Nope, nothing's up. Nothing's up there. Oh, you mean if it's down, it's not down. All right, so again, I'm going to go ahead and take these 2 artifacts. I'm going to take Borrow Nova Blaster, which gives me +1 attack for each artifact I play. The first time I play it that turn, I get +1 attack. And, ooh, we got a Expandable Helmet. It's opening for me. Starship Sensor. So that's 2 more artifacts. And I definitely want the helmet, which I'll have to take soon. But I also want Guardian's Escape and Gamora. All right, I took out a tentacle, but now it's going to get worse. Because the more I take out, the more come back. Kind of. The more I have the potential to come back consecutively. All right, we got 5 and 1. Turn 6 gives me another Doombot, full city, and I don't have enough attack to fight any of them. So I'm probably going to be facing my first escape, which is not a huge deal with this scheme. I'm just worried about the, the Abilisk. 5 recruit. Let's look at my options. I've got Mantis, who showed up. Inspire Courage, 3 recruit, +0 attack. Excessive Kindness, you get +2 recruit. What's great about Excessive Kindness and Violence is you can kind of use Excessive Kindness to turn it into Excessive Violence, because this is kind of like, it's kind of like Thing, where you can focus some recruit into attack, which I like. We've also got Drax Prison Riot, which doesn't give me any straight up recruit, but it gives me attack and works in reverse. Excessive Violence, you get +2 plus recruit. So I do need to clear things. They're kind of inverse cards from each other. I think I need to recruit. I'm still in the early game, and even though there's stuff to fight, I think Inspire Courage is the better card right now because it'll help me get better cards, and then I can take Prison Riot, and they can kind of compound on each other. So I've got the 5 Recruit to use. So for the scheme is the part where the other player puts a tentacle in the city, part of the fight effect of the twist. It's part of the fight effect. It's right here. So it fight. Right? Yes. Fight, KO one of your great... Hold on. No, it's not part of the fight effect because it's part of... It's the quote. It's part of the twist effect. So where it says fight right there, KO one of your great heroes, a player of your choice gains the captured hero. Oh, you know why I'm confused? There's an extra quote effect. There's an extra quote after hero, right? Yeah, fight and heroes have a quote closing them. That's an extra quote mark. That's why it confused me. Okay. It's part of the twist effect. All right. So that'll have to take place. Am I missing a quote, or is there an extra one? We're going to go ahead and take Inspire Courage for 5. Yeah, you're right. Totally right. Learning this as I go. Come on, and let me get... Whoop! I just threw a Hydra soldier on the ground. Hydra operative. Because that's what he deserves. He knows what he did. Another 5 and 1. Cool for recruiting. He can get the helmet, but unfortunately... Alright, we got Kraglin coming in, which is going to kick this Doombot out. So this Doombot, the Doombots have no escape effect. They just lose out on the KO, and they run away. I do have to KO something. KOing is always... I feel KOing is a little trickier with this set because of the rarities. Even if I KO a common, there's only 3 of them. So they have the same distribution as a normal uncommon does, so I feel bad KOing anything. So what's the least valuable card here? I have an uncommon, a rare, and 3 commons. But it doesn't 100% matter. I think I'm going to get rid of Nothing Goes Over My Head. Expandable Helmet is really good for Star-Lord set, letting me draw extra cards. And Prison Riot's also pretty good. I wish I could snatch, but unfortunately I can't. It costs too much. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Drax. This Drax. What is with... Okay. All these viewers are weighing down my system resources. Alright. So, I got 5 Recruit. And Kraglin comes in, I forgot. So here we go. He gets +2 attack while he commands the Ravagers. Ambush swap Kraglin with the leftmost Ravager in the city. There are currently no Ravagers in the city. So he stays right where he is. And his fight effect, he is commanding, by the way. He's the only Ravager. I have to blame the viewers. No, I love the viewers. I won't blame you anymore. All right. Let's see. He's commanding. He's the only one in the city, so he gets +2, and he gives me a better bonus if I fight him. That's what I love about the Ravagers. They get stronger, but they give you more stuff if you fight them while they're commanding. So he's at a 6 right now, putting him out of reach. No escape effects on any of these, but if this Doombot Legion escapes, then the weapon does go to Ronan, which I would like to avoid. I'm not going to think about it too much. I'm going to take the helmet, because the helmet, the first time you play an artifact each turn, including this one, draw a card. I really want to get Star-Lord's artifact engine to work this game. Because I couldn't get it to work before, because I either didn't see or I didn't get the uncommons. Discarding the artifacts you control makes his set work. If you can't do that, they just build up, and they build up like a clog in a drain, and you can't do anything with them. Unless you just recruit more artifacts on top of them. 4, 5, 6. All right, let's get the Greys out of the way. That's fine. Okay, sweet. Turn 8, Taserface shows up, causing the monks to escape. They have no escape effect, so goodbye to you. And I'm going to KO. I want to keep Borrowed Nova Blaster for the artifacts. I think I'm going to get rid of Passion and Compassion. It's a dangerous game I'm playing, because if I do that, I can't recruit at this turn. I only have 3 recruit. I'm going to have 4 attack. Tricky and Simple is very good, though. All right, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and KO them. All right, so a couple things happen. So Exile and Attendants, by the way, are now commanding their group, and they don't get bonuses if they're commanding, so this loses the bonus. And Taserface comes in. Now, he gets +2 while he's commanding the Ravagers. Ambush swap Taserface with the leftmost Ravager in the city. This is where they fight. So Kraglin moves over to the sewers and loses the bonus from commanding. And Taserface comes in and gets the bonus from commanding, which is hilarious. Oh, man. I'm terrified. These tentacles, nothing good comes from tentacles that are hiding, that you know are there. I've always said it. All right, nothing goes over my head. 2 attack, I can excessive violence. So I can hit a Doombot for 4 and set up my next hand by discarding the top 2 cards in my deck or any number of them. Or I can hit Kraglin for 4. I haven't decided what to do yet. I've got 3 recruit. Let's do that first. I KO'd the only card I could recruit that I wanted to. I don't want to take Star-Lord here. So we're going to go ahead. Do I get an officer? No. I got enough recruit already. It just needs to be drawn. I'll take a sidekick. All right. Actually, no. Kraglin lets me draw 2 cards. So if I fight Kraglin, well, that's only while he's commanding. So he's not commanding. If I fight him now, I get nothing from him because he's not commanding. So that's the risk there. Can't fight Taserface. I can fight this Doombot or this Exilon Attendant that has no fight effect. Yeah, so I'm not going to be drawing anything. So we'll go back to the recruit. We'll get a sidekick here. Sidekick for 2. It's going to be a standard. So welcome. I just want to take out one of these 2 because I don't want that villainous weapon to escape. So do I be greedy and go for Kraglin's fight effect when he's commanding? I do be greedy. I'm going to go for the Doombots. And hopefully we'll KO something that I don't want to have anymore. Top 2 cards in my deck. Ooh, that was a close one. I have to KO the soldier and put Gamora back. All right. Pretty good. Nothing to do with the rest. Let's get my new hand ready. I've got Gamora coming up. Followed by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At least I get to discard to draw. But a lot of recruit here. There is a chance I can get Gamora's rare. But I won't be able to fight anything. Hey, Matt Darkness with a gifted sub. 1 community sub gift. So kind of you. Thanks. Hey, that went to Zergs, who is the father of the campaign. He's the one who started the whole thing. I just jumped in on his project, and so did others of us. But hey, enjoy that. All right, turn 9 is another villainous weapon. This is Korath's Disruptor Rifle. Ambush of Korath is in the city. He captures this. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Now, this is making me think that... This is having me second guess the ambush effect, you guys. I may have done the first turn wrong. So hold on. In order for this to get captured by Korath, would it have to enter the city and be captured by somebody else? I guess in that case, Korath wouldn't be in the city because nobody would be in the city. So maybe I did it right the whole time. I really don't know the answer. So, I mean, literally, should I do this? Should I have given it to Kraglin, and then it ambushes, and then it would go to Korath if it was here? This whole game could be invalid, but I don't know. Anyway, there is no Korath, so this one's going to go to Kraglin. I won't spend too much time thinking about it. We've gone too far. Kraglin now is 7 attack without having to command. Okay. It would. All right. I'm good with that. 4 recruit, 1 attack, and we've got Rocket and Groot. Now, I can get 2 attack, which is not enough to fight anything, so I might as well take Compassion. Excessive Kindness lets me draw a card. So, I think it just functions as normal unless Korath is in the city, and it would instead attach to him if he is. And right, so the weapon doesn't enter. But in order to enter the city, a villainous weapon can only enter if it's attached to a villain, right? So wouldn't it be captured by a villain and then go to Korath for whatever reasons it might matter? Okay, anyway, what am I going to recruit? I'm probably going to recruit Star-Lord. I can do that with Excessive Kindness and draw a card. It would enter first and then move. Yeah, okay, cool. So let's see. Let me just look at... We haven't looked at these divided cards yet, just to be 100%. So Tricky Simple gives me 4 recruit if I have the right number of card names, or 3 attack on the simple side. And then we've got Drax and Irani Rael. I'm invisible, 2 attack, excessive violence, and then 2 recruit. The exact wording. All right. Mr. Draft's going to lay the truth on us here. All right. When a villainous weapon is played from the villain deck, the weapon is captured by the villain that is closest to the villain deck. If there are no villains in the city, they kill the weapon instead. Yeah, the word instead means they probably don't ambush, so that's what... Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's a thief. Okay, we're good there. So I'm still going to take Star-Lord. We're going to recruit it with excessive kindness. So I'm going to spend 4 recruit, more than I need to recruit Borrow Nova Blaster. Replace, there's Mantis, and I activate the Compassion effect, which is draw a card. I draw into a shield agent, which I play, which gives me 1 more recruit, which is enough for a sidekick now, which I'll take. Sidekick is standard. No ambush because of the word. Yeah, I think you're all right. I'll find out for sure later from one of the playtesters. But I think we're good there. All right, check that out. I got a lot of artifacts to play. The problem is, Star-Lord doesn't work too well when you have multiple artifacts, triggered artifacts in your hand, because I can only do 1 the first time you play an artifact. So I can play Nova Blaster first, wouldn't activate Starship Sensors until the next turn. So I might choose not to play it, but we'll see. Or maybe I will choose to play it because I did get a good handful of artifacts, and I'd rather have them out. Turn 10. First Master Strike. Oh, what sound do I have for this? All right, that's the right one. So Ronan's doing stuff. Here we go. Each player discards a card at random. Let's start with that first. And he's going to capture it. I really hope I don't lose Gamora. I'm probably going to lose Gamora over here, knowing my luck. All right. Technically, Eternal Flame from Heroes of Asgard also whiffs if the city is empty and Surtur won't come back. Okay. Good to know. All right, here we go. I discard an operative. All right, on the right-hand side, Gamora's still here. Left-hand side, here's my hand. I have a lot of good stuff, so I'm probably going to lose something good. So I discard... Oh, I got a trooper. Lucky me. All right, second part of the effect. Ronan captures this strike as a Necrocraft ship villainous weapon. By the way, there's no tentacles. I don't know why it says 1 tentacle. As a villainous weapon, that gives +1 attack, period. Well, let me keep reading that. Here we go. When I gain it, it becomes a trigger artifact that says whenever a Master Strike is completed, draw a card. So I'm going to want to hit Ronan soon if I can to gain that, because if I run out all the Master Strikes, the artifact doesn't really do anything, except it will help with Star-Lord, even if there's no more Master Strikes left to play. So we've got the Master Strike. Oh, where the heck did I put the Master Strike? Did I shuffle it in something where? Oh, I put it face down. All right, here we go. So Ronan's got a Master Strike. It gives +1. He's got 1 ship. Let's give that a die right there. So he's at 7 attack, which isn't too bad. I should be able to get 7 soon, in theory. Okay, let's play what I've got. Starting with, I have 3 operatives and a soldier. So I'll play 2 operatives, and I'll play Gamora now. To play this, you must put a card from your hand on the bottom of your deck. Draw 2 cards. So what should I go for? Recruit or attack? If I go for attack, I'm going to draw 2. KO the weapon instead is even underlined. Oh, there you go. Underline means very important, and I like that. If I try to go for attack, I'm probably not going to get up to... The weakest thing in the city is 3. Probably not going to get there. So I'm just going to go all in on a recruit. I will discard or put the soldier on the bottom of my deck and draw 2 cards. 1, 2. All right, that was a good bet. So I've got 3 recruit. I have 6 recruit. So close. I almost have enough to get the rare Gamora, but not quite. I play Inspire Courage, 3 more recruit, excessive kindness, I get +2 attack. So, here's what I can do now. I can play the soldier for 1 that I drew. I can recruit something with excessive kindness, get +2 attack, and then I can take out the attendant. So that worked out. So what am I going to recruit? Probably Prison Riot with excessive kindness, so I can take it for 6 instead of 5. Drax has his uncommons. The Knives of the Hunter care about instinct and strength cards, and those are really good. So if I can get my hands on those, it's nice to have this Prison Riot, these instinct cards. It's a common, though. Tricky Simple is also pretty good. It's an uncommon, and I can get it with excessive kindness. I don't have too many card names, but... Tricky and Simple are 2 different card names, so I just need 3 others. Actually, that's not true, because when I play Tricky and Simple, I only play Tricky. I no longer have Simple, so it has to be on other cards I have. So if I had another one, then I could do that. What's better right now? You know what? I think Tricky and Simple is better right now. It's more versatility. I'm only on turn 10. I'm going to need that when fighting the tentacles. So let's actually recruit Tricky and Simple with excessive kindness. We're going to be real nice to him. Spend 6. That way I get +2. Ooh, there's Gamora's Necroblaster. +2 attack from Mantis is excessive kindness. And we're going to use that to fight the only thing I can fight, the Exelon Attendants, which have no fight effect. So they are just out of here. All right. Would have fought a tentacle if it was there. I got to get as many heroes as I can because those tentacles are going to start capturing heroes quickly. So I need options. All right, I'm having a lot more fun this time when I'm not using, you know, the epic side of a Mastermind with a set I'm not familiar with. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. All right, turn 11. Dual cards are trippy, like waves becoming particles. Wow, that's the deepest thing I think has ever been spoken on one of my streams, so thank you for that. Here we go, turn 11. Sakaran Mercenaries. By the way, I didn't notice that there were Sakarans in Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't think they mentioned it. It's probably just in the script or the notes or something. Unless I just totally missed it. All right, they get +2 while another villain is commanding the followers of Ronan. Ambush. If another villain is commanding the followers of Ronan, each player gains a wound. Luckily, I just took out the last follower of Ronan, so I just missed getting the wound. Thank goodness I was able to take those Exelons out. And there is not another villain commanding the followers of Ronan, so this is just going to be a 4-attack villain in the sewers. Speaking of 4-attack villains in the sewers, where's my water? It's okay. I can't find it. I'll have to get... So don't redeem hydrates. I don't have my water nearby. I only got 20 minutes till the upper deck stream, so I'm going to get it after that. Ronin's symbiote absorbing Malekith will generate 16 weapons. That would be fun to do just as a concept setup. Okay, I got a lot of artifacts. I got to pick which one I want to activate. I can only activate one of them. Do I want 1 attack, 1 recruit, or draw a card? Because only one of them is going to be first. I should probably play them before I do give. Although if I do take, that'll be... Okay, the weakest thing in the city is 4. Can I get 4 attack? 1, 2, 3. Take can draw the top card on my deck if it's an artifact, but I don't think it is. So I don't think I'm going to get enough to fight anything this turn. So with that knowledge, I'm not going to play the Nova Blaster first. Do I want 1 recruit or do I want to draw a card? I could draw... I'm going to go with the Starship Sensors. We're going to go for the recruit. Playing Starship Sensors first, it becomes the artifact the first one I played, so I get the 1 recruited at triggers. Oh yeah, it's the one that also makes the most confusing rule situations happen as well. Now I'll play Borrowed Nova Blaster, which does nothing right now. It's not triggered. And I'll also play Expandable Helmet, which also does nothing. I'm going to have to play 1 more artifact to make all those activate. Coming up soon. Now I play 1 Agent, 2 Recruit. Now as far as the divided card, do I want give or take? Again, 2 attack does nothing, so I'm going to do the give side. 2 recruit, and I will discard the Starship Sensors that I just played to get 1 more recruit, putting it back in the rotation to activate the artifacts. I'm at 5 recruit. Now, what's the best thing for me to get? I got Empathic Bond. None of them are artifacts, so Excessive Kindness, put the hero you recruited this way on top of your deck. Now this would be nice. I could use Empathic Bond to recruit an artifact, put it on top of my deck, and know at the end, at my next turn, I'm going to activate all the artifacts I've got. So that's a choice. We've also got Prison Riot, which I don't think I want with Excessive Violence. And then we've also got the Divided Drax card. A lot of my cards aren't going to be Strength or Instinct. And so I don't really think that's the way to go. I'm going to go ahead and take the Empathic Bond because maybe I can set up a triggered artifact this way. So I'll take this for 3 and a sidekick. Unless I got it. Oh, I got a 2 attack. Or 2 cost. We got Forgive and Resent. So 1 covert draw card, and then 1 attack. Instant get +1 attack. I'll take this over here too, because I can trigger this with Give, and Gamora's card draws might get some more artifacts to show up. So I will take it on the left as well. I don't want to do too much of that. I need artifacts to show up. So I'm going to have to move things along with the other side. 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. I just put my artifacts away. I just caught that. They stay there. Don't want to get rid of my artifacts. The expandable helmet and the Barnova blaster are still there. I got rid of the starship, but I drew that, so I can activate them all this turn. 5, 6. Okay, pretty good. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn 12 is another Doombot. Nervous about the Scheme Twist not appearing. The Abilisk is sleeping. So I can play Nothing Goes Over My Head to help set up the card draw with the sidekick. Let's do that. 2 attack. And then Excessive Violence is what it says. Oh, actually, I can't do this. I don't have enough attack. I have enough to fight the Doombot Legion, but not with Excessive Violence, so that's too bad. So I'll just draw right now anyway. Play the sidekick. Maybe I'll get another one. I think I got 2. Here we go. 1, 2. Nope, just a bunch of grays. Now I can do the Excessive Violence. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 recruit as well. I have options. Do I fight the Doombot with Excessive Violence, or do I fight the Sakaran Mercenaries? They're going to get stronger if another Followers of Ronan comes in and swaps. I don't remember if any swap or not. But as far as recruiting, that's not going to change. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take the Divided card here. That'll help with other things. Yep, that'll help me draw Instinct or Strength cards. Or give me plus bonus recruit if I'm able to clear the city. Let's take I Am Invisible. Xandar is Invincible for 4. And, oh, Dual Knives. That's the one I wanted. So this is coming up soon. Check this one out. Triggered Artifact. Whenever you play another Strength or Instinct card, you get a +1 attack. That's a whenever. That's a great card. If I get Gamora's Sword, I'm going to take that too. So, do I want to set up my next... Actually, okay, here's the deal. I have no deck. All the cards are on my discard pile. So if I fight with Excessive Violence, that's actually pretty good because I have all grays. Die Spaceship. Yes, I love how it says... Which one? The one I took. Okay. So, here's what I'm getting at. If I do the Excessive Violence effect, none of these will end up back in the shuffle. And all of these will, which is better for me. So that for that reason, I am going to trigger the Excessive Violence. We're going to spend 4 attack to fight the Doombot. Actually, the Doombot will trigger it on its own with just looking at the top 2 cards in my deck. Now, I have to watch out because I only have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 grays. So chances are I'll be okay. But I might end up KOing a non-gray. And that's a chance I'm going to have to take. So, a risk I'm going to have to take. So, I'll Excessive Violence. We'll fight the Doombot Legion. Let's shuffle up the discard. See what we get. Hopefully I get 1 gray out of this. Will really help me thin the deck. Here we go. Operative is first. And then Mantis is second. Awesome. So Mantis goes back. I KO the Operative. And the Doombots are gone. And I use Excessive Violence. So right now, Excessive Violence happens after you fight it because I had to spend the attack to fight. So that was me using the Excessive Violence, and now I do the Excessive Violence effect. Okay, and that's once per turn. You can only use Excessive Violence once per turn. Okay, top 2 cards in my deck. I have Mantis here. Then I've also got a Soldier. I will discard the Soldier. I'll put Mantis back. And that's my turn. A little bit of a nice setup. Let's see what I get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pretty good. Do I have enough for the rare this turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and yeah. Or I could do that. Yep. I'm going to be able to get Guardian's Escape next turn. Awesome. Unless something crazy happens that makes me lose it. And that could be a Tentacle could take stuff. If a Tentacle takes stuff, I'm in trouble. Turn 13. Of course I had to say Tentacle. You don't say Tentacle. Well, so much for that. Here we go. I should have learned by now not to say anything. Here we go. We got a new Abilisk Tentacle. Captures a non-gray here from my discard pile. At least it's not going to capture the right-hand side. But if I fight it, it will capture from me. So Some good news, by the way. Guess who's got 2 thumbs, doesn't have a discard pile? This guy. I just shuffled everything up. I don't have a discard pile. So luckily, this tentacle fails again. And let's zoom back out. Just gets 3 attack. And let's make sure I put the dice in the right place this time. Just making sure that's correct. Although when I do fight it, the right hand side, so the right hand side has no tentacles. Left side's got 2 tentacles. So I want to fight this tentacle now with this side, because if I do, the right side has no tentacles to put back into play. So let's do the artifact thing. I'm going to start by playing Starship Sensors, which is the first artifact I play this turn, which means I activate all the artifacts, all the trigger artifacts I've got, including this one. So here we go. Starship Sensors gives me 1 recruit. Borrowed Nova Blaster gives me 1 attack. And then Expandable Helmet, which I'll remind myself. Draw a card. I draw a Shield Agent. So all 3 of those triggered, and now they're out in play. Cool. I got Empathic Bond, Excessive Kindness. Almost enough to get the rare Gamora on this side, but I can get Stolen Necroblaster. Excessive Kindness, put the hero you recruited this way on top of your deck. No artifacts. Oh, I do it. I could take Dual Knives over here, but even though it's an artifact, it wouldn't really help me out. If only I could get a Villainous Weapon this turn. I've got 4, 5, 6 recruit and 2 attack. I'm at 3. Can't fight anything with... Oh, I can fight something. I can fight the tentacle. Sorry, I gotta get used to this. There we go. We're good. It's okay. I'm fighting the tentacle right now anyway. It's gone for 3. Let's make sure we do the fight effect properly. Tentacle fight. KO one of your gray heroes. Another shield agent is gone. And again, the other part's part of the twist effect. So that didn't happen, and it's not going to happen now. No captured heroes. It's okay. We'll go back to the close-up again, because I don't need to look at the far away. No tentacles anymore. I'm sure a few are going to happen pretty quickly after this. So A, I could take Stolen Necroblaster right now without Excessive Kindness and put it in my discard pile, which would be not great because I don't have a discard pile, so it's going to take a while for this to show up. Stolen Necroblaster, if you drew at least 2 cards this turn, you may KO a card from your hand or discard pile. Now, I'm splitting up Gamora. I have one on the right-hand side. I'm about to get her rare, hopefully, on the right-hand side. So maybe I want to save this for the right-hand side as well, but the class doesn't match what Drax does. And if I have both expandable helmets, I can draw 2 cards almost each turn. Thank you. Yeah, we'll pause this as soon as that happens. So I'm not 100% sure I want to take this, but everything else is better for the right-hand side. And I gotta fight this onslaught of tentacles when they come up. So I am going to go ahead and take the Stolen Necroblaster for 6 without activating the Excessive Kindness because I can't. There's Drax's rare, which I'm going to actually take on the Drax side this game if I can get it. Double the attack you have, excessive violence, you may KO a villain from your victory pile to do its fight effect. A little bit of a Ghost Rider-esque value there. All right, these artifacts stay out. And so someone be watching the stream, let me know once they go live. Let me know when they're on camera, and then I'll do the raid. And we'll throw bagels at them. And then we'll come back. Okay, turn 14 gives me our first Ravager villainous weapon. No, the knife was Ravagers. This is the knife is over here. All right, here we go. Ravager Starship Collector. Ambush. If a Ravager captures this. Okay, when they're off the starting soon screen, let me know. That's when we'll go over. Thank you. If a Ravager captures this, that Ravager swaps space with the leftmost Ravager in the city. A Ravager is not going to capture this. It's a follower of Ronan. This does give +3 to the follower of Ronan, though, the Sakaran Mercenaries. And this gives me 1 extra attack if I get a tech card. All right. So, this seems like a pretty good hand. Let me move the artifacts over. I'm going to get 3. I'm going to get the rare. I could get rare Drax, too, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what's better right now? Revenge for My Family or Guardian's Escape? Let me look at both of them. I can get either one. So Guardian's Escape, if you drew at least 2 cards this turn, you get +2 attack. That's pretty good. But I don't have a super draw power yet. And Drax is not only a strength card, but it doubles the attack that I have, which is amazing. And I can do some KO pile or victory pile KOs. I can do that to KO Doombots, which will give me more KOs of my cards. So I can use Drax to set up the top of my deck, fight a Doombot with excessive violence, KO some more Greys. So I think I'm going for Drax. We're going to start with Inspire Courage Mantis, 3 Recruit, and I can Excessive Kindness if I want. And yes, he can help me KO the schemes because they do go to my victory pile. However, if they're KO'd, don't they come back in anyway? I just got to confirm. The scheme says on twist 9, replay all defeated tentacles. And defeated tentacles, even in the KO pile, are still defeated tentacles, aren't they? So they would still be replayed from the KO pile. I don't see why they wouldn't. But they won't be captured from my victory pile for the twist 1 to 8 effect. So that'll help. All right. 3 Recruit. To get the 8 Recruit, I'm going to have to do here Tricky, Rocket. If you have at least 5 different card names, you get +2 Recruit. I've got Inspire Courage, I'm Invisible, Xander's Invincible, Social Fugitive, Hydra Operative, Tricky got 6. So let's go ahead and take Tricky, which will turn me up to 7 Recruit. We'll play the Tricky side, and we'll play a single Hydra Operative for 8. That is going to give me enough to get Revenge for My Family. Awesome. If only I could have put it on top of my deck, but I can't. So now, can I do a fight? I'm not going to do another Recruit. So let's play Resourceful Fugitive. I will put the Hydra Operative on the bottom of my deck and draw. Actually, there's only one card. Hold on, there's only one card in my deck. So whatever I put the bottom, I'm going to draw right now. So I'm going to put the Divided card just for fun. I'll put this in the bottom, and I'll draw them both. So it was a Hydra Operative. I'll play my other 2 Operatives. I got 1, 2. And we'll play the Divided Drax card. Okay. Now I could do I Am Invisible with a chance. I could draw the rare this way because I have no deck anymore. Oh no, it's Excessive Violence. I can't do that either. Okay, never mind. I could get 2 attack is what I'm trying to say. Won't do anything. So I'll get Xander. I'll play Xander as Invincible for 2 more Recruit. I'm at 4. No reason to do the attack. Okay. And I can do an Excessive Kindness to get +2 attack. But that's not going to be enough on its own. So I'm going to take Dual Knives, duh. Dual Knives is the best card I can get right now. Die, Spaceship. And now we shuffle everything in. All right. And there's We Are Groot. Wow, the rares are coming fast and furious. We Are Groot is reveal your hand. You get +1 attack for each different card name in your hand. Each Divided card has 2 different card names. Love it. This is going great. Everybody stays. Nobody goes. Nobody was an artifact. So I've been learning Spanish off and on for years, and I have the Spanish keyboard. And sometimes I did some kind of keystroke that switches to the Spanish keyboard. I wasn't aware, and the letters are the same, but when I try to type punctuation, it's weird and it doesn't do the same punctuation. I forget for a second why that's the case, and I have to switch it back over. There we go. All right. Well, I got Drax with a hand with no attack. We'll see if Gamora can draw some. Of course that happened. I wish I could teleport him. All right. I think this is my last turn until we jump over. Okay, turn 15. Doombot Legion. In the core set, many card abilities tell you to KO certain cards, meaning knock out. That means put them into the KO pile on the game board. Cards in the KO pile are permanently out of the game. Well, see, that's not totally true because you have, like, Phoenix and stuff that can bring stuff out of the KO pile, so that's a little outdated. So I still think that they could come out, the tentacles can come out of the KO pile. Okay. Doombots are here. No other artifacts to play. I can draw a card, though. So maybe I should do that first. You know what? This turn's pretty complicated, so I'm going to hold off on taking this turn because we're going to have to switch over in a second. All right, so we had just played the Doombot Legion from the villain deck, and it's time to play... Hold on, I got to turn this off. Kyla, final Twitch sub, but supporting you on Ko-Fi now. Super kind of you. AJ Scott resub, what's good, Biggle? What is good with you? Thank you so much. And yeah, since Kyla mentioned it, I do have a Ko-Fi up. What's cool about the Ko-Fi is, unlike Twitch, anything you support me with goes directly to me. Twitch, Ko-Fi doesn't take a cut of that. And I have membership tiers, so I have a $1 tier that I forget what I called the tiers. I think it's just Bagel Top supporter. $3 gets you early video access to replays. $5 does priority in me picking you for viewers play. There's also campaign tiers, etc. So check out ko-fi.bageltopgames.com if you're interested there in one of those. But we did just start a hype train, so it's so big, that card. That's amazing. I didn't expect it to be that big. I saw some of the versus cards, but that is incredible. Hey, Getting Jiggly With It, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Very cool. Go ahead and follow Getting Jiggly With It too on you guys are on YouTube, I think, primarily, right? Who also stream Leisure from time to time, as well as other stuff. Such a cool card. All right, let's keep going with this game. Where are we? We were just about to play this hand. I was building a Star-Lord deck on the left. Let's see what we've got. Let me get back into the zone. All right, so I got these 3 artifacts that'll trigger as soon as I play an artifact. I've only got 1 artifact out here. Move my mic over a little bit. All right, we've got the Nova Blaster. So as soon as I play this, it's going to activate all the artifacts that I've got because it'll be the first artifact I play this turn. And I could draw a card before I do that. Do I want to draw a card before I do that? No, because I have to play. I want to play Give and then Forgive. So I'll just play the artifact now. Let's play the Borrowed Nova Blaster, which is going to activate everything. Oh, shoot. Because I did start game. 1 second. It should be left hand's turn. Can I manually unhide that? I don't usually go pause the game in the middle. Thank you, thank you. Let me do that. You know what? I'm just going to leave it off. It's left-hand turn right now. As soon as it moves over, it'll go to the right hand. So we'll update it after this turn's over. But thank you. All right, so we're going to activate all the artifacts, and I get to choose the order, starting with the 2 blasters and the starship sensors. So that's 2 attack and 1 recruit, followed by the helmet, which once again lets me draw a card, which I'll do right now. Card draw is another agent. All right, so the artifacts are all played, and I'm going to go ahead and keep that cycle going. It's working really well for me. Let's play Give, 2 more recruit. I will discard the starship sensors to give me 1 recruit. I finally have the Star-Lord engine working properly. Now I will play Gamora to keep the engine going. 1 more recruit, and I will draw a card. It's a sidekick. Let's keep this going. I'm going to play the sidekick for 2 more card draws. That's the end of my deck. 1, 2. Oh, almost. Yeah, there's 2 more cards left in it. All right, I have 5 recruit. I'm going to go ahead and get that rare Gamora. 2 more. 6, 7 recruit is what I'm up to. And let's take a look. So the rare Gamora is, if you drew at least 2 cards this turn, you get +2 attack. All I need to have, well, if I have 2 expandable helmets, that'll help there. So I'm definitely going to recruit this right now for 7 on the left-hand side. Star-Lord and Gamora together again. There's Mantis. So I've got 1 more attack with my trooper. I've got 2 more recruit here. And I need to play the passion side. 300 bits from Ollie. Thank you so much. You were in on the hype train. We're at a level, almost at a level 3 hype train, which is nuts. You can get some cool hype train emotes. Thank you. I want to get 4 attack just so I can... actually, 4 is not going to help me much. I could Excessive Violence to Doombot to draw another card. That's worth it. Let's play Passion for 1 more attack. We will now use Excessive Violence and fight this Doombot Legion in the sewers for 4. Let's see what the top 2 cards, last 2 cards in my deck are. All right, I got a Trooper and I got a Starship Sensors. Let's go ahead and KO the Trooper and put the Starship Sensors back, which we're actually about to draw thanks to, yes, left hand. I looked for where the hand was and it wasn't there, but it's my left hand. Okay, so I spent 4 Excessive Violence, draw a card, and I draw the Starship Sensors, which I will actually play because I have a good way to discard them. So I'm going to put that out. Doesn't do anything else. I have 2 recruit left. Time for a sidekick. And Prodigy. That's a great one to have. With I can only copy card 6 or less, but I think I have the 6 cost Gamora. That'll work. Oh, that's okay. Oh yeah, it catches you. They're going to be less frequent, but you got part of it this time. So congrats. I got the 4 artifacts out here right now. By the way, if you'd like to see the setup is uploaded. I'm wondering how long it's going to take for Guardians to be put into the randomizer into Wheel of Fate, because it's going to take some extra coding, to factor in Ego, who doesn't have an always leads, but he has 2 groups. So I'm patient. I just added them in as custom cards. What do you guys think that mystery game's going to be that Upper Deck didn't tell us about? Nobody... Ryan said that he revealed it on a stream once in the background. But nobody knew what it was. All right, we got a level 2 Hype Train emotes, everybody. Enjoy those. Thank you for that. I got the Gamora rare. All right, so I got the Drax over here too. I think did I get 2 or 3 rares in this game so far? I got the double attack you have, but I don't have any cards that give me attack. Hopefully Resourceful Fugitive can be resourceful and draw me something that has attack on it. Turn 16 is Nebula showing up. So Nebula gets +2 attack while she commands followers of Ronan in ambush. She captures a villainous weapon from another villain in the city, or captures an artifact from a player's control as a villainous weapon. So I get to choose. I think I'd rather her just get a villainous weapon. I don't want to give up any of my artifacts. But what to give her? Either one is going to be 4 to hit. And she's not commanding the followers of Ronan because the Sakaran Hivelings are. Is it missing? I can post an invite right now. I'll be nice. Hold on. I'm going to make an invite right now. How do I do that? Create invite. All right. I did it. That should take you to Upper Deck's Discord. All right. Yeah, I think the knife. The mystery game is not on the list of secrets that I am burdened with. So, oh, cool. You don't know what it is. That's a super secret. Well, good. So, Travel, since you don't know what it is, do you have any speculation, or will any speculation you give make people talk about other stuff? You don't have to. I'm just curious. My guess is it's not Marvel IP. Yeah, so yeah, let's do the knife so that it won't get carried off. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna give her the knife. She gets 6 total attack. She's not commanding the followers of Ronan, so it's just at 6 attack. Okay, yep, that's cool. Odd. That's so weird. I just sent an invite. Oh, you're welcome. I'm sure they'll fix it quick and you can get in there. Okay. That's done. All right, let's see if I can get some attack. Let's play Resourceful Fugitive. I'm going to put this operative on the bottom of my deck. I don't want to do that with Drax because I got 7, 8, 9. By the time I get there, I'm probably going to shuffle them anyway. So let's put this agent and try to get some attack with the 2 cards I draw, or this operative. Here we go. 1, 2. Well, I can double 2 to 4, and that's something. So I'll do that. I hope this is the least amount of attack that Drax generates here. 2 attack. I'm going to go ahead and play Revenge for my family. I doubled 2 into 4. How exciting. A new... Yeah, it would make sense if they used the Bond... what kind of game would you guys want to see for a Bond franchise? So, obviously, Legendary is a deck builder. Maybe a competitive Bond. I don't know how that would work. Interesting. Looking forward to finding out. All right, I can do a KO of a Doombot if I excessive violence, which I might just do because, again, I can't fight anything for 4. So I'm probably going to excessive violence as Doombot, KO of a Doombot for my victory pile, and KO something else that I have. We'll come back to that. I've got 3 recruit with my operatives. Yeah, nothing to fight except for the Doombot. So let's excessive violence this Doombot Legion, which means I'm going to do a couple of KOs. Hopefully I don't KO anything good. At least I have the rare out here already. Here we go. Spend 4 attack. Top 2 cards of my deck are... Oh, I have to KO one of my divided cards. I knew that was going to happen, but it's fine. So, do I want to get rid of Tricky Simple, or I am invisible, and Xandar is invincible? 2 attack and a card draw versus 3 attack. I think I'm doing well enough with Recruit. I think I'm going to get rid of Tricky and Simple, actually, and keep the Drax card, because I have... I'm gonna keep, even though this is an uncommon though. This is still pretty good. You know, I changed my mind. Tricky will help me with excessive kindness, turning it into attack. Even though this draws, this can net me more attack in a roundabout way. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the other Drax card. Honestly, that's too bad. This is on the top of my deck, so I excessive violenced. So now I can KO a villain from my victory pile to do its fight effect. Is there any but a Doombot I want to use? No. So I'm going to go ahead and KO this Doombot with excessive violence. And I do its fight effect. Which means I might, actually, if I do that, I might end up KOing this. I don't have any other cards in my deck. But should I take the chance? You know what? I don't want to lose. I'm not going to risk it. I'll choose not to. I'll choose not to do it. I've got... Yeah, I've got 3 attack, 3 recruit. I can't take anything here. Let's go with the sidekick and call it. It's Red Wing. And done. So the only card in my deck was this. Questar isn't a card game. Yeah, Questar looks pretty... I still haven't picked up Questar, but it looks pretty cool. I don't know if it's going to be a new IP, but that would be neat. My guess is like has been said, maybe an IP they already got. Doubting it'll be Alien or Predator themed. Let's see what I have. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I got Dual Knives and Avenge My Family. This is going to be a good turn. All right, I got the 4 artifacts out. Do I have an artifact in my hand? I forgot to check. I don't, but I can draw a card if I literally play my cards right. Turn 17 gives me a Master Strike. So Ronan's going to get another weapon. Master Strike. Each player discards a card at random. Ronan captures this. Let's do the discard a card at random. Unfortunately, I'm going to lose one of these. I hope it's not the rare. On either side. I think it's 2 cards at random on his epic side. Or I think it's the same. He just gets more buffed. Big Trouble Little China 2. Hey, I can see it. All right, top card is a Shield Agent. Lucky there. I don't feel like I'm going to be as lucky on the right-hand side. I have so many good cards over here. It is... Yeah, Dual Knives. That's too bad. I'll have to play it as an artifact later. But at least I've got the rare Drax. That would have been fun to get out there. Okay, he gets another Necrocraft ship that gives +1 attack. And he is at 8 now. And I'm just going to give it... I'm just going to do this. It's easier to keep track of his total attack instead of putting a 1 on each of the villainous weapons. He's at 8. I don't know what this is here for. Okay, let's see. I've got Guardian's Escape. If you drew at least 2 cards this turn, you get +2 attack. Can I draw 2 cards this turn? Maybe. I would have to Excessive Kindness first to do that. And I want to draw a card because maybe I'll get an artifact. I'm going to only get 1, 2 recruit, so I can't Excessive Kindness anything here. Now, you can Excessive Kindness a sidekick, but I don't even have enough for that. So I'm going to draw 1 card and see how I do. Let's start with Compassion. We'll draw 2 cards. Maybe I'll get an artifact. Okay, 1 recruit. I will not do the kindness yet. And I'll play the Forgive side of Nebula and Gamora. Oh, I do have 3 recruit. I could Excessive Kindness. I forgot about the agent, so I could Excessive Kindness a sidekick. Well, I can do that after I do this draw. So let me do the draw first, see what I get. Okay, Forgive, draw with Gamora. It is another Gamora. Awesome. So I drew 1 card. This card says if you drew at least 2 cards this turn, you may KO a card from hand or discard pile. All right, let's draw that second card to Excessive Violence Compassion. So what I've got to do is I get 2 recruit. I get the second for Forgive. I get a 3rd for the Shield Agent. And now I can actually recruit with Excessive Kindness a sidekick. Sidekicks cost 2. I spend 3. And I get Rusty Collins. I'm really nice to him with Excessive Kindness. Compassion, Excessive Kindness, draw a card. This is the second card I'm drawing this turn. It's Empathic Bond. Awesome. Let's play Empathic Bond, which gives me 2 more recruit. And I can't do this Excessive Kindness effect this turn. I've already did it once this turn, so it's just a 2 recruit card. But let's start with these effects. Stolen Necroblaster, 3 attack. I drew at least 2 cards this turn, so I can KO a card from my hand or discard pile. I'm going to go ahead and KO the Shield Agent from my discard pile with this. And I'm going to play Guardian's Escape, her rare. I drew at least 2 cards this turn, so I get 7 more attack. I'm up to 10 attack. After the Trooper, it's 11, which is on the other side of the die. Okay, what to do with this? I can hit the Mastermind. I get both of his villainous weapons if I do that. Seems like a good idea. I can't hit 2 things in the city. Everything's too expensive. So I should probably get those off of Ronan, so I'll have them. Number one, they'll give me more artifacts for Star-Lord, and number two, they'll trigger when the Master Strikes happen, and there's 3 left. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, but he's going to get a villainous weapon once I hit him. So I have to be prepared for that. And yes, they're absolutely artifacts to trigger my stuff, so I'm going to need those. Therefore, for 8 attack, I'll have 3 left for some reason. Let's go ahead and hit Ronan. Okay, I didn't shuffle his tactics up. Let's go ahead and do that. So just for clarity's sake, let me go ahead and move the ones he's got. So he's back down to 6. I get them all, I believe. And the top tactic is Ronan's Throne. Fight. KO one of your heroes. Rescue 2 bystanders. Ronan captures this card as a villainous weapon. Luckily, I have 2 gray heroes. That was a close one. So I've got a shield agent and a shield trooper. I KO them both. Rescue 2 bystanders. Top 2 bystanders are standard and standard from the villain set. And Ronan gets this +3 villainous weapon. Why did I say 2? Only 1. I'll take the trooper back. I got ahead of myself. I'm going to do that soon. Okay, I got the 2 artifacts. They're in my discard pile. All right. I have 3 attack left. Can't do anything with it. I got 2 recruit left after I played Mantis. I already got a sidekick, though, so I can't get another one. So that's the end of my turn. Didn't get any of those artifacts to go off. But I do have more artifacts coming. And a lot of great cards. All right, I got an artifact, so I can activate all those next turn. Luckily, I didn't have to discard Drax. We'll see what Red Wing can get me. Turn 18, as I knock down the hero deck, gives me Scheme Twist. All right, Tentacles coming back in. Unfortunately, this is the right-hand side, so let's do this in order because this is bad. So, number 1, put this twist next to the scheme. It becomes a Tentacle. It captures a non-gray hero from my discard pile. The only card on my discard pile right now is Dual Knives. So it's going to capture Dual Knives. It becomes a 7-attack Tentacle. Okay. Now, the player on your right plays a Tentacle from the victory pile, capturing from them. So I play one of the Tentacles I have on the left, and that Tentacle is going to capture one of these non-gray heroes. The weakest one I have is Rusty Collins, so I'm going to go ahead and give up Rusty Collins to the Tentacle. Let me just make sure I'm doing this correctly. Yep, captures non-gray hero from a discard pile. Yep. Okay. Let's zoom out, and we've got a 7 attack and a... Yeah, these are 3. So let me just do this. I'll put the 3s on them because they're not on their own. 7 attack Tentacle, and we have a 5 attack Tentacle. They have Fight, KO one of your gray heroes. A player of your choice gains the captured hero. Okay. Probably have to fight some Tentacles this turn. Give those things back. Let's start with Red Wing. Top 3 cards of my deck. Actually, if I do this, how many card names do I have right now? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm planning on not playing tricky, though. I'm planning on playing simple for fighting, so I'm not going to worry about how many card names I've got. Let's go with Red Wing. Top 3 cards of my deck. We've got 3 operatives. Wow, draw 1, put the rest back in any order. Okay. Now I know I'm going to draw 2 operatives if I play Gamora. So that's fun. Let's go ahead and play simple because I can at least double this and get enough attack to hit one of the Tentacles. Let's just move those along. I'll play Resourceful Fugitive. We'll put the operative on the bottom. Draw the 2 on the top, just to get him out of the way. And we'll play Revenge for My Family. We're slowly getting more attack each time I do this. I double 3 to 6. And I could do the Doombot effect. Oh, you know what? You know what I should have done? I should have left these on the top, then I could have excessive violence. Shoot. Did I reveal anything? I didn't reveal anything, because I already knew what these were. So I suppose I could take that move back. Because Red Wing revealed what these were. So I already knew. So you know what? I am going to take that back. I didn't do a reveal. So I'll put those 2 on the back, on the top. I'll take back the operative I tucked. So yeah, the first thing I did was look at those cards with Red Wing. So what I want to do after I play Simple is play Revenge for my family, double it to 6. I'm going to want to fight this Tentacle with Excessive Violence so I can use the Doombot to KO one of the operatives on the top of my deck. And then I can do Gamora's effect. Alright, let's do that. We're going to fight this Tentacle with Rusty for 6 instead of 5. We'll leave that up there for a second. No worries. So this Tentacle is defeated, and it's got Rusty. Let's look at the scheme again. Once again, they have fight, KO one of your gray heroes. Tentacle defeated. And I will KO... Oh, before I do all that, I need to play an operative, because I'm about to KO it. Again, didn't reveal anything yet. Okay. I KO the operative that I played before I played the Drax card. And a player of your choice gains the captured hero, which is Rusty. I'm going to give Rusty back to the left-hand side, where he was. And there. Okay, that's done. I use the Excessive Violence, so I get to do the Drax effect. You may KO a villain from your victory pile to do its fight effect. I'm going to go ahead and KO the Doombots, which, once again, look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Draw one, discard the other. I know that they're operatives, so I'm going to KO one of these operatives. Or discard. No, KO the other. No, I'm right. KO that one. Why did I say draw one, discard the other? It's KO one and then put the other one back. I said that totally wrong, but in my head it was correct. Okay, put that back. That's all I needed to do. I got another operative for 2. Actually, no. I'm going to try Gamora now. So now, we'll put the operative on the bottom of the deck, and I'll draw 2. The first one's the operative, and the second one is, I don't know, another operative. Of course it is. 2 more recruit. I'm end up with 3. Nothing here I want to take. Didn't take a sidekick yet, so I'm going to do that right now. Sidekick to end the turn. It is a standard sidekick. That was kind of complicated. I think it worked out. KO'd a lot of grays. Alright. I got to get that Knives of the Hunter back. That's such a good card. Alright, I've got an artifact to play here. So let's keep going. Villain deck gives me another Master Strike. So Ronan's going to go up to 10 attack. He gets that one. But, unfortunately, I didn't get time to bring those other artifacts out. They would have become triggered artifact whenever a Master Strike is completed to draw a card, but they're still in my discard pile, so I didn't have enough space there. Pun intended. Okay, each player discards a card at random. I feel like if I don't read the Mastermind card each time, I'm going to miss that step. So I'm trying to catch that. Alright, what am I discarding? Oh, good. I was worried it'd be the artifact. Okay, right-hand side has some good things. I've been lucky with the discards. Left-hand side hasn't had to discard a non-gray yet for the Master Strike, I don't think. And another gray. Lucky me. Okay. Ronan's at 10. Let me give a little 1 down there. We have 1 tentacle left up here. And I'll make sure I put the die in the right place this time. So, I've only got 1 artifact to place. Let's play Starship Sensors, activating all the artifacts that I have out. Let me reorder these so they're kind of with like cards. So I'm going to slide this in here to the other starship. And all of them activate. So I get 2 attack, 2 recruit, and a card draw. So 2 recruit, 2 attack, and a card draw with all 5 of my artifacts. I draw an agent. So I got 3, 4, 5 recruit over here. And 1 attack. I need a 7 to hit that that tentacle. I can get 5 and then draw it if it's a Guardian's hero. But I have so many Guardian's heroes in my discard and out in the field as artifacts that I don't think I'm going to get one. So I'm going to still go with give, even though I can't hit anything. 5 attack is not enough to hit any of these guys. Even though none of them are getting bonuses from commanding except for Taserface, they all have villainous weapons. Every single one. Okay, so let's do give. 2 recruit, which is important. I'm at 7. I will... Ooh, which means I can get We Are Groot if I want to. I will discard another Starship Sensors. I have 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's correct. Discard this to bring it back around again. And that puts me up to 8, right? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, an 8 recruit total. Okay, let me look at We Are Groot. Do I want this over here? +1 for each different card name. This is not great for Star-Lord because most of his cards are not in your hand, and I think that's by design. If I was +1 for each different card name, that would be different. But let's say I played it this turn, I would get 1, 2, 3, 4 attack, which is not a lot. Probably better for the right-hand side. But, no, you know what? I have give and take. I'm going to leave We Are Groot there for a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and get the other give and take, because this can help me discard more artifacts or draw more Guardians cards. So let me go ahead and take give Star-Lord for 4. Give, take Star-Lord for 4 on the left. We'll see if another artifact comes up. I didn't get one. So I'm going to go with a sidekick. I don't want to clog my deck too much. It's a Boom Boom. Okay. Mastermind's 10 to hit. Nothing for 3. So that's that. What I need is the Shirtless Chris Pratt card, because that one is going to help me out in a big way. All I've got is everything you see here. Okay, I got another discard an artifact card, but no artifact itself. I gotta take care of this tentacle. Partially because I can zoom back in, and partially because, you know, I'll lose if there's too many. Let me put the tentacle counter up. Turn 20! Scheme twist! More tentacles! Here we go! This tentacle goes up there, captures a non-gray hero from my discard. Right-hand side has 3 non-gray heroes on my discard. Gamora, Drax, and Rocket and Groot. I'm gonna probably give it Resourceful Fugitive even if I don't want it to, because that's gonna make it the weakest. It's only gonna be a 7. 2 tentacles out. It's a 7 attack tentacle. Now, the player on your right plays the tentacle from the victory pile, capturing from them. So, I have one on the left. I play this tentacle, but the left side has no discard pile, so it's just going to be a 3 attack tentacle. This is awful because I lose when there's 5. Man, I gotta KO those tentacles when I get the chance, but I still think they come back. Okay, 3 tentacles. Oh, wait, they don't come back until twist 9. Twist 1 to 8, they won't be able to be captured. They won't be my victory pile, so I do want to try to KO them if I can with Drax. Okay, let's play Nothing Goes Over My Head for 2 attack right now, and Inspire Courage for 3 recruit. And I've got 1, 2 attack, 4, and then an operative 4. Okay. So what I can do is I can recruit with Excessive Kindness, giving me +2 attack. I'll go up to 6, and I can hit one of the tentacles. I want to clear the city badly, but I only need, this one's 7 though. Yeah, I'll only go up to 6. So this is 7. This is 7. The only one I can hit anyway is the 3 attack one. So maybe not. Maybe I'll Excessive Violence that tentacle. All right, let's go ahead and do the Excessive Violence on that tentacle. Spending 4. Excessive Violence. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Discard any number of them. Put the rest back in any order. But first we have to fight the tentacle. I want to hit Taserface, but I'm worried. I lose when there's 5 tentacles. And they're, you know, there's already 3. I don't know why I did that. We know what a Scheme Twist looks like. I'm going to defeat it. And the fight effect is, once again, KO one of your gray heroes. I will KO this operative that I've got. Okay. Now, I Excessive Violenced it. Top 2 cards of my deck are the only 2 cards in my deck. I'll discard both of them, I guess. Now I've got, I can Excessive Kindness something. The more I discard and get rid of, the faster I can get the Knives of the Hunter back, hopefully. Now I don't, 2 attacks not going to do anything right now. Do I want Nothing Goes Over My Head? It will help with Knives of the Hunter, which I'm hopefully going to get back. I will take this without using the Excessive Kindness. I don't feel like being kind right now. Let's recruit it for 3. Alright, Sharpened Blades. If you control an artifact, draw a card. Great for the Star-Lord side. because I'm always going to control an artifact. I don't think I'm going to lose all of them. And I'm about to get even more. You can see my thrown together KO pile over there in the big zoom out. You can even see the little X-Men mat edge hiding under the other one. Definitely feel more comfortable with this set. Leading my mom through the MCU. She's early in it. Can't wait for her to see scenes like Taserface. What have been the most memorable scenes for her so far? And how far is she? I actually have a family member who's going through the MCU right now, and I asked them to give me some comments after each one and a rating. After they go through the entire thing, I'm going to share that in the Discord and let you hear what you think about what they thought about the MCU. Turn 21 is Korath. I'm running out of cards in the villain deck. That's kind of scaring me. So Korath comes in. He gets +2 attack while he commands the followers of Ronan. Ambush. Each player may draw a card. For each player that did, reveal a card from the villain deck. Play a followers of Ronan card from among the cards you revealed this way. Put the rest back in any order. So let's see. Okay, so she's not that far in at all. Just a few movies in. Okay. How many followers of Ronan have I seen? I've seen 1, 2, 3, 4. That means there's... Or in one of the... there's a good chance that it's not followers of Ronan. I love that scene, yeah. I think the family member who's watching them, I think their favorite so far, I think it's a tie between the Avengers and... Oh gosh, which one? Not Age of Ultron. I'm drawing up like, you'll see. Should I take this chance and draw a card? I really would like to get an artifact into my hand. Right hand side, I think will be okay. I'm gonna take a chance. I'm gonna let the left side draw a card. Hopefully I don't speed up the game. Left side's gonna draw a card. My turn. It's a trooper. That was not worth it. Alright, top card of the villain deck. It's a Scheme Twist, which is bad that that's coming, but good that it's not a Followers of Ronan. Okay, put the rest back in any order. I could have tucked it if I got a second card that wasn't a follower. But anyway, he goes into the city. He is not commanding the Followers of Ronan. That is the mercenaries who don't get a buff. This is the order I want them in. Now let's see how much attack I can get here. Empathic Bond, 2 Recruit. Excessive Kindness, I get to basically wall crawl something to the top of my deck. I've got 3 troopers. 1, 2, 3. 3 attack. You know what? I have a zoomed out. I can do this. Why not? Now. If I want enough attack to hit to get all these artifacts to trigger, let me play my shield agent too. I'm at 3. I could play take and get a copy of it. Yeah, I'm going to hope for an artifact. If nothing else, if I copy it with Prodigy, I'll get 7 attack, which is enough to hit 1 tentacle. It's the zoomed out. It is the IMAX enhanced bagel stream. If you don't have your 3D glasses, I don't know why they're not there. They should have gotten to you in the mail, but hopefully you enjoyed it anyway. There's planet destruction and tentacles and all kinds of stuff. I had to zoom out the camera a little bit. Now I can zoom back in whenever I want, but I'll have to get rid of the tentacles first. I am not keeping track of this tentacle tracker very well. Let's play Yondu. 2 attack, triggers off of Mantis. Top card of my deck is not an artifact. That's too bad. So for 5 attack, I'm going to stop there for a second before I play Prodigy. I can hit Korath the Pursuer, who does the same card effect. I get to draw one because I know I'm safe. I know it's a Scheme Twist. And maybe I'll draw an artifact. Or I could just play a copy of Take Now and get Knives of the Hunter back for the right-hand side. Depends on... Well, you know what? I know what the next card is. If I draw Passion Compassion, let's say I spend 4 attack, I'll be down to 1. I'll get Passion Compassion. I'll be up to 2 attack or 4 Recruit. I could Excessive Kindness Gamora, draw another card, maybe get an artifact, and then maybe copy with Prodigy. Let's do that. That sounds fun. All right, so I've played Yondu / Star-Lord. Let's fight Korath right now. Same effect as his ambush, so each player may draw a card. I'm going to draw one card on my side. It is that Passion and Compassion. Top card of the villain deck is still a Scheme Twist, so nothing happens. And he is defeated. All right. That cost me 4. Now I'm going to go ahead and play Compassion side of this card. One more Recruit. Excessive Kindness, draw a card. And I get to put on top of my deck, too. Ooh, I missed that step. So check this out. Check this out. I am going to spend my 4 Recruit with Excessive Kindness and Recruit Sharpened Blades for 4. So I do this. This does a couple of things. There, other Mantis. So first, I get to pick which order I do this in. Empathic Bond. Put the hero you recruited this way on top of your deck. So Sharpened Blades go to the top of my deck. And then I activate the Compassion, Excessive Kindness, to draw a card. And I draw that Sharpened Blades. Pretty neat. Now I will play Sharpened Blades. If you control an artifact, draw a card. I will get 2 Recruits. I do control an artifact, so I definitely draw a card. That card draw is a Shield Agent. I play the Shield Agent. Now, what I probably should do is play Prodigy to copy Sharpened Blades. Because then I get to draw another card. And maybe it'll be an artifact if I'm lucky. I have a bunch on my deck. I'm going to take that chance. We'll play Prodigy. Prodigy is played as a copy of another hero. I play this turn that costs 6 or less. It's both tech and the hero class I copy. I play Prodigy as a copy of Sharpened Blades, so I get 2 more Recruit. I draw another card. It is an Agent. That's too bad. I'm up to 6 Recruit. Prodigy goes away. I was hoping it would be one of the artifacts, but not so much. Now I can take this Mantis, though, for 6. That's something. 3 Recruit Excessive Kindness. You get plus attack equal to the total of all the printed attack and recruit of the hero you recruited this way. Recruit and attack of the hero you recruited this way. Okay, I mean, not the best for if I'm trying to do Star-Lord artifacts because he doesn't have those symbols. Is there a reason why I should take this? Well, if I have a lot of Excessive Kindness cards here now. Yeah, it's not great enough for me to take. Like, it's a cool 6 cost uncommon, but I can't see it working over here. Excessive violence, none of these. I don't want to take more than 1 Empathic Bond. Yeah, this is just kind of a dud of a turn with the way that they... I could take Prison Riot. It is 3 attack. There's only 3 of these. It wouldn't be the worst decision. I do need more attack. And I got to keep the HQ moving. So I'm going to go ahead and take a Prison Riot because I need punch power. I'll take it for 5. Yeah, better on the other side for sure, but I have to keep things moving. I'm not going to do that too much. Hopefully. I just need more artifacts. All right, I got myself 3 artifacts out here for the next turn. These darn tentacles, though. If I don't get rid of them soon. Okay, and here comes a tentacle, of course. So that one goes up there. Luckily, left-hand side has no tentacles left, so none are going to get captured, put back in. But this is my 3rd tentacle out right now. It is going to capture... Oh, I have no discard pile still. Uh-huh. Yeah, no discard pile, so no capture for this one. And left side has no tentacles. So that's good. How many twists left? Oh, man, I'm going to lose on twist 9, though. Yeah, twist 9 is just a fancy way to say... you lose, right? Because there's no way to avoid having at least 5 tentacles, right? Unless I'm reading that wrong. Let's see what I can get. Starting with... Now, should I do Nothing Goes Over My Head before I play my sidekick? I can get 2, 5 attacks, 6, 7. But if I do get 7, I can fight one of these. But I should probably fight a tentacle. So let's do this. I'm not going to do Excessive Violence this turn, I don't think. Sidekick, draw 2, 1, and 2. Oh, I wish I had. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I have 8 now, actually, after that draw. So I can use excessive violence now. Okay, so for 8 attack, I'm playing the simple side. I'm going to fight one of these. I want Knives of the Hunter back badly. So I'm going to fight the 7 attack Tentacle. Once again, fight KO one of your heroes, so I should play my Operative first. Get rid of the Tentacle. I shouldn't be splitting them up like that, but I'm not actually. Yeah, it's a fancy way to say ensures death by tentacles. I love it. Okay. Yeah, KO one of your gray heroes. I did that. No, I didn't yet. I KO the Operative. And I will gain dual knives back. Thank you very much. Left side has no tentacles, but it doesn't matter because it's not a fight effect anyway. Other Operative, a second recruit. And tentacle count goes down, and I get a sidekick. Here it is. Sidekick. Oops. I pressed... What did I press? I pressed turn counter. I put up the tentacle counter. No, I put up the counter B that you can't see, so we're fine. Okay. Nope. Artifacts stay there. Travel, there was another question I was going to ask you, but I forgot what it was, so we'll see if it comes back up. So you can actually answer this, though. Do we do this correctly? If a villainous weapon is played from the villain deck, and there are no villains in the city, I know we KO that villainous weapon. Does it attempt to do its ambush effect before it's KO'd, or is it instead of doing its ambush effect? Specifically, the first card I played from the villain deck was the Orb, and consensus was that it does not ambush because it couldn't attach to anything. It just gets KO'd instead. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Moving over. Artifacts galore. Not a gray to be seen. Turn 23 is another Doombot. Okay. So I gotta remind myself what Ronan's artifacts do. I think, yep. Whenever a Master Strike is completed, draw a card. So what I want to do is play the Censor so I can activate it as the first artifact this turn and everything else. So let's do that. Let's play Starship Censors. Yeah, that's what we concluded, so thank you. Good to know we did it correctly. I'm playing Starship Censors as an artifact, so let's activate all the artifacts here. So that's... Let me put them in order. I like to do them this way. So that's 2 attack, 2 recruit, here, and then 1 card draw. I draw into... Cool, another divided card. I drew 1 card. Can I draw another one? I'll have to play Forgive after Give in order to draw a card, and then I get extra attack from Guardians Escape. But I'll try... Well, Rusty Collins. Do I want to play him this turn? How many graves in my discard pile? I have a lot, so I should wait until I get the reshuffle, I think. So let's start with... let's play these 2 artifacts. Or I could choose not to play them so they can cycle back around and activate these Star-Lord cards. I might choose to wait. I might have messed up on another Master Strike, but that's okay. All right, so I've got Forgive and Resent. I want to draw a card, so I'm going to have to play Give and Take first. So, Give and Take. I will play Give. 2 recruit. I will discard yet another one of the Starship Censors to gain 1 more recruit. Now that I've played a Covert, I can play Forgive for 1 recruit and a card draw, my second card draw of the turn, and it's Stolen Necroblaster, which also works off of 2 card draws. Beautiful. Now let's play Guardians Escape, which gives me a total of 7 attack. I'm at 9, thanks to the fact that I drew 2 cards. And the Necroblaster, up to 12 attack. What's in my discard pile I want to KO? The header for the villainous weapon section confirms it. Ambush effects happen when they enter the city captured by a villain. Beautiful. So in the sense of anything that moves to another villain, for example, Korath, his weapon, it would go to, let's say, the Doombot Legion, and then it would move to Korath if he was here. Okay, cool. Good to know. Let's go ahead and get rid of another shield agent from my discard pile. No wounds to get rid of. Okay, I'm at 12. Now, I still have only 2 cards left. I might as well see if Rusty pulls up a gray. 13 attack. Okay, investigate your deck for a card that costs 0. I got one. I will KO it. Boom Boom's the one that's left. Rusty goes away. And I'll play these two artifacts. Oh, maybe I won't. I don't know. All right, so for 13, what do I do here? I could get both tentacles. But left side doesn't have any tentacles. But that's just going to depend on when the twist comes up. I don't know when that's going to be. I can hit Ronan for 10, get both of his weapons, and then hit a tentacle for 3. Yeah, I'm going to save them. Taserface has no escape effect. Now, if I don't take out one of these, though, they're probably going to go to Ronan. Either, I think Ronan and a tentacle is what I'm going to go for. Because if Taserface escapes, it's an escape effect. He doesn't have one, so I'd rather get rid of the tentacles that are creeping up on me. Let's at least hit Ronan first for 10. So I'm at 3 left. Let's hit him. And get these guys in a second. And his tactics here. Here we go. All right, I got to KO one of my heroes. Unfortunately. Fight, KO one of your heroes, rescue 2 bystanders. Who do I KO? I have no grays left. Yeah, Twist 9 is basically game over. For sure. I could KO... No, I could or could not KO one of my artifacts. They are heroes I have, right? But I don't want to. Master Strikes are not heroes. They're villainous weapons. So I couldn't KO them even if I wanted to. Pretty sure. Yes. It becomes a triggered artifact. Huh. No, it's still a villainous weapon. Just like regular villainous weapons that become artifacts, they don't become heroes. You can't do hero stuff with them. So I'm going to keep these two, of course. It's either going to be Give, Take, or Forgive, Resent. I'm going to have to get rid of Give, Resent, I think. But that's the one that lets me draw cards. What else do I have? That hurts, actually. I do have Rocket and Groot. I have one Give and Take. I'm going to get rid of the Give and Take, even though it's a very valuable card for this set. I do have these artifacts going around. Plus, I do have one. And I'd rather draw a card with Forgive to trigger Gamora's stuff until I get the next second helmet. So, I got to get rid of Give and Take. I really don't want to do this. All right, I get 2 bystanders, though. I get a standard and a radiation scientist. And then this goes to Ronan. So he is at 10 attack right now. I got a standard bystander and a radiation scientist. When you rescue this bystander, you may KO one of your heroes or hero from your discard pile. I'm going to go ahead and KO yet another shield agent from my discard pile. And I've got the Ronan's Throne and the other Master Strike in my victory pile. Okay. So now I get to... I didn't play these. I played everything but the Master Strikes. 4 recruit, 3 attack. I'm going to take out the tentacle instead of the Doombot. The tentacle's gone. Although that tentacle will make me KO another one of my heroes. Maybe I don't hit the tentacle. Yeah, if I do that, I'm going to have to KO another card. KO one of my gray... Oh, actually, I should have. You know what? If I fight the Abilisk, I'm safe because he KOs one of your gray heroes. So I won't KO anything. That's fine. Let's do it. I did have a golden opportunity to get rid of a rare. I should have, right? Missed opportunity. Shoot, if I only could go back in time. Let's defeat this Abilisk. Abilisk Tentacle. No gray heroes to KO, so I don't KO anything. And I got 4 recruit. No artifacts. Is this Mantis Ego card worth it? Draw a card on the player, discards a card. I mean, I do have Nebula, but I don't have a lot of instinct. So chances are this is not going to let me get some card draws. But I could do Selfish Ego. But I think what I still want to do is get a sidekick because I'm working off my artifacts at this point. It works decently, but I'm clogging up my deck with things that aren't artifacts or guaranteed card draws. Because if I do that, I can't play the Forgive side of Gamora and draw a card. So I'm going to hold off. I'm going to go just get a sidekick. Hopefully it's just a draw a card sidekick. It's Zabu, more KO power. I have a lot of KO power, but... Okay. I will not play these artifacts. I need them to come back around, which they're about to do. There's Boom Boom, and I shuffle up. I saw a lot of Star-Lord at the top, but then he just went away. He needs to come back. Two, three, 4, 5, 6. All right, I'm glad I did that. It's the only artifact I've got to trigger Star-Lord stuff. Let's see if I can get that last tentacle out of here so I can zoom back in. I really want Knives of the Hunter to show back up, please. Turn 24. Another Doombot. So like I thought, Taserface is going to Taser Escape. He has no escape effect. Oh no, he has his AirPods in. Okay. Yep, that's it. He just runs away, which does a couple of things. First, I gotta adjust Kraglin in a second, but let's do a KO. Probably Empathic Bond. Dance off. I need a dance off button is what I need. Okay, that's gonna be the card I KO. There's Shirtless Star-Lord. Don't need that stuff. That's the one I need. I need this card that doesn't need stuff. Everybody moves down. So Kraglin here is now commanding the Ravagers, which is what he wanted to do the whole time. So he gets bonus attack. He gets +2 while he's commanding him. He's at 9 attack now. But we'll see how much attack I can get. This turn, we've got 2, 4 attack, Inspire Courage. I can get more attack if I decide to Excessive Kindness, which I might do because I've got a total of 3, 5 Recruit. I would love to take Prison Riot, but let's say I Excessive Kindness Ego Mantis. I get +2 attack. I can double 6 to 12, and that's putting me in a much better position. So let's do that. Let's spend all 5 to get the Mantis featuring Ego for 5 Recruit. We Excessive Kindness. We get +2 attack for Mantis, up to 6. And now I refill and Revenge for my family. Double the attack I have. I go up to 12. And if I do Excessive Violence, I can KO. I can do another Doombot situation, but I don't know if I want to do that. All right, what to fight? If I fight the Tentacle, that's going to cost me 7. I'll have 5 left, which will be enough to fight a Doombot, but nothing else. I could hit Ronan for 10, but then I can't hit anything else after that. I might be okay with the Tentacles because there's only 1 there, which, again, I forgot to update. I could clear 3 things. I could hit... yeah, Kraglin's going to give me 2 cards to draw if I fight him for 9. I'll have 3 left, and then I could at least fight the Doombot, and then maybe something else. Or I could right now fight Nebula and the Doombot and this Doombot, but I might KO some good stuff that I don't want to KO. But what I want to do is prevent these villainous weapons from going to Ronan. So maybe I will get enough card draws after I fight Kraglin to fight Nebula. And I can get rid of a couple of those weapons. Plus, I'll get this triggered artifact, which is cool. Rather they go to the left-hand Star-Lord side, but I got to get him away from Ronan getting them by any means possible. Yeah, so let's hit Kraglin. Let's hit him for 9. Maybe I'll get lucky with the 2 card draws. Actually, let me get this correct. The fight effect is always going to happen before the excessive violence effect. So, like, I couldn't... Actually, no, let me back up. No, I can't do that. So I'm at 12, right? Drax's excessive violence can modify the top of my deck. So let's say I excessive violence a Doombot. I'll have 8 left. And then I can't draw. Nah, I can't do that. Yeah, let's just fight Kraglin now. For 9. Down to 3. So his fight effect once again. If Kraglin was commanding the Ravagers, draw 2 cards. I gain Korath Disruptor Rifle. And I defeat him and draw 2 cards. Alright, let's see if they're good. I get a soldier and a soldier. That is enough to put me up to 5 attack, which is not enough to fight Nebula. But it is enough to fight the Tentacle. So I will fight the Tentacle for... Well, it's not enough. That's 7. Almost enough. I can fight a Doombot. That's all I can do. With excessive violence. And I can do both of these. Let's hopefully there's nothing I don't want to KO at the top. Let's excessive violence a Doombot Legion. Yeah. Eevee the Doombot. It is. Let's see. Top 2 cards in my deck. First one. All right. Thank goodness. Oh, that would have been terrible if I had to lose Dual Knives. I will KO the Operative, though. Keep Dual Knives. Get rid of the Doombot. All right. And I do both excessive violence effects. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Discard any number of them. Put the rest back in any order. The first one is going to reveal dual knives and the soldier. Discard the soldier. Second, reveal dual knives and the sidekick. I will put them... I'll swap the order and put them back. Doesn't really matter. Cool. I have a lot of potential here. I just need to get there. Now I'm going to actually play dual knives, which is whenever you play another strength or instinct card, you get +1. I have gotten rid of so many gray cards that that's going to happen almost every turn. To a significant degree. Look at that. That's +3 for this turn if I have dual knives out. Come on, let's get rid of that last tentacle. All right. Or maybe a Master Strike because I can do the thing. Turn 25 is a bystander, so Doombot gets a bystander. All right. Well, I do have an artifact to play, but I will sharpen blades first. Maybe I'll get another Star-Lord. 2 recruit. If I control an artifact, draw a card. I will draw into a shield agent. Oh, I guess I could have time bombed Boom Boom and drew her again, but yeah, whatever. Let's play Prison Riot, which excessive violence gives me 2 recruit. I get 3 attack off of this. Trooper. 4, 5 attack. Actually, I should save something just in case Gamora shows up and I have to discard something. I think that's over here. But that's on the other side, though. I think. Regardless, let's go ahead and play my artifact right now, which is going to... It's a triggered artifact when a Master Strike occurs, but now I get to activate all my effects once again. It's going to be 2 attack from the 2 Star-Lord Nova Blasters, 1 recruit for the Starship Sensors, and 1 card draw from the helmet. And it is nice. All right. I should probably discard an artifact here just to keep that going. Oh, okay. I'll play Give. 2 recruit. And I will discard the Master Strike artifact to get 1 more recruit. I'll keep all the Star-Lords out here. I'm at 8 recruit. A 7 recruit, 7 attack, actually. Now, I can hit the tentacle. I forgot that word for a second. If I play Boom Boom, though, I can hit Ronan for 3 for Boomer, or I can just hit the Sakaran Mercenaries. Now, I want to hit Nebula first because if I hit the Sakaran Mercenaries, she is commanding and she'll get buffed up. If I hit her for 6, I could get up to 11 if I get a wound. My gut tells me to hit Nebula right now. Let me look at her. So, she is 6 to hit. No fight effect, but I'm going to get that weapon from her before she gets powered up. So, I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend 6. Oh, I can do excessive violence. I get +2 recruit. Let's do excessive violence. I'll go down to nothing. I can use Boom Boom to get 3 attack, and I can fight the Doombots as well. Let's do that. Let's excessive violence Nebula for 7. And I can get Star-Lord and something else. I have 7 recruit right now. Okay, yeah, she's defeated for 7. And I get the blade. I've got 7 recruit left. I excessive violence, so thanks to Prison Riot, I get 2 more recruit. I'm up to 9 recruit. Now, I'm going to want to take Don't Need That Stuff. Although, We Are Groot's looking better and better now over here. This is even better. So I'm going to go ahead and take Don't Need That Stuff for 6. Yeah, no excessive kindness cards. Retractable Sword. This is what I want over here. Check it out. Not only is it an artifact, but whenever I draw a card during my turn, I get +1 attack. So I'm going to get this one quickly. I've got Boom Boom. Top 2 cards in my deck. I have no idea what they are. So I could spend this to take out the Doombot Legion, which I think I should... Let's see. I can do that, but I already have 3 spaces cleared. So I think I'm okay there. I don't think I have to waste Boom Boom yet. I can use her if I just need that 1 extra attack to hit something. I'm going to hold off on using her. I might need it to take out a tentacle before there's 5. So let's do that. 3 recruit. Left. Nothing here I can get. I'll get a sidekick. Standard for 2. And that's it. She goes back into my hand. Oh, yep. Okay. Back to my discard pile. Oh, wow. Okay, these are the next 2 cards. I'm glad I didn't play Boom Boom. Or, I mean, Fight the Doombot. Well, both mean the same thing. 3, 4, 5, 6. Pretty good hand coming up. Look at that. That's... Can I draw 2 cards? Oh, yeah. Ronan's Throne draws cards when a Scheme Twist is done. I hope I get to use that. Turn 26. Running out of cards. I gotta hurry up and hit Ronan. Yaka Arrow. So here we go. Ambush. If Yondu's in the city, he captures this. If he is in any player's victory pile, he enters an empty city space, then captures this. Luckily, I have not seen Yondu yet. So this is going to the Doombot with the Bystander, which is overachieving. Gives it +4. Now, if I had taken out the Doombot, this would have gone straight to the Sakaran Mercenaries, and it would have become extra buff. So I'm kind of glad I didn't fight them for a couple of reasons. Okay, finally I get to play Dual Knives, which comes out as an artifact whenever I play another Strength or Instinct card. Including this turn, I get +1 attack. So you're going to hang out over here. Anything that sets up card draws? No, but I have a lot of cards to draw. So let's play my sidekick. Draw 2. 1, 2. Ooh, this is going to be a really good turn. Nothing goes over my head for 2 attack. I'll play Inspire Courage for 3 recruit, potential excessive kindness. I'll play the Soldier for 1 more attack. Oh, no, I won't. Not yet. I will play the Mantis side of this divided card, 2 recruit, thanks to my Instinct cards. Oh, by the way, this whole time, I should get 1, 2 more attack from Knights of the Hunter. 1 attack, 2 attack, and a 3rd for Mantis here. Let me just rewind that. So, yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the 3 cards I've played. I should have 1, 2, 3 recruit, 4, 5. Now I do the effect. Draw a card, another player draws a card. I draw into an operative, left side draws into Zabu. Okay. Now, I'm pretty sure I want to play simple. So I get 3 more attack. It's a strength card, so I get 1 more for Knights of the Hunter. Now I'll play the Soldier. 10. Now Revenge for my family time. Here we go. Double the attack you have. Maxing out the die at 20. And I can excessive violence to do more Doombot stuff. Beautiful. How do I distribute this? 10 for Ronan. 7 for the 7 for the tentacle. That leaves 3. I think Ronan and the tentacle are a good thing to hit. Let me hit the tentacle first. Down to 13. Let me play this operative before I do that, right? I didn't play it yet. 3, 5, yeah, I have 6, so I can KO it. All right, turn that down for 7. Hitting the tentacle, which again, I don't know why I put on the close-up, is KO one of your gray heroes. Which is, yep. So I KO this operative. And Gamora is rescued. Where do I want to put her? I'm going to put her on the left. I think she was on the right-hand side. I'm going to put her on the left. I can't remember where she was, but she is going to the left for that card draw stuff. And we get to zoom back in. Awesome. Can't see Dual Knives anymore. No more tentacles. For now. That'll change. Now for 10, let's go ahead and hit the Mastermind. Hard. Actually, I'm going to hit him for 11 so I can use excessive violence so I can do Drax's effects. I hit him for 11. We get his villainous weapon in a second. Third tactic is Ancient Kree Armor. Fight KO one of your heroes. I have a soldier left, thank goodness. Rescue 2 bystanders. Ronan captures as a villainous weapon. 2 bystanders are going to be... Okay, ooh, we got 2 cool ones. All right, triggered artifact whenever you gain their first wound in any turn you may KO. That's when I get it, but he's going to get it for +5 right now. Have I got an order? He hasn't gotten the +6 one yet, has he? Oh, wait, it's 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this is the most... Or is it have a +6? I can't recall. It's the last... I can look at it. Yeah. I think I've got an order to... increasing an attack. So he's 11 to hit right now. All right, my bystanders. First, I got the Cloning Technician. When you rescue this bystander, clone the next hero you recruit this turn that has printed cost of 3 or less. Unfortunately, that's not going to work unless I clone a sidekick. Okay, keep that in mind. Next, I've got Magic, who can just keep teleporting until I can use her, so she is gained as a hero. And I gained the Hood of the Accuser. Triggered artifact whenever a Master Strike is completed, you may KO one of your cards. So this is actually gained as well. Oh, did I give myself the +1 for Revenge for my family? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. I can't hit anything for 3 anyway. I think I might have missed it, but regardless. All right. I'm doing well. So, do I want to clone a sidekick or do I want to take something else? Emotional Wave is pretty good for this side. I have a lot of recruit and I can get a good bonus there. Or I can get, you know what? I want more artifacts to show up for Star-Lord. And left-hand side's got, actually, I have a lot of attack this turn. It's range, though. That doesn't help with Knives of the Hunter. Prison Riot's a little better, actually. I'm going to take a Prison Riot with Excessive Kindness. Even though I don't need to. Can't clone it, though. Or should I clone? Nah, I'll take this. Prison Riot for 5. Excessive Kindness, I'll do it for 6. And Inspire Courage, Excessive Kindness is you get +2 attack, but that's not going to be enough for anything. That's okay. Even if I had 5. Pretty good. Just got to hit Ronan 2 more times. 2 more times. And I got Korath's Disruptor Rifle out here. For 6. Alright. And yeah, stick around for the game after this. I'm going to be playing Ego the Living Planet's awesome mixtape, which is going to be a lot. Whoop, I just knocked over the hero deck again. The new cards are always so slippery. So here we go. Villain deck card. Turn 27. Master Strike. Unfortunately, this is not in play, so I don't get to do the thing. Here we go. Ronan gets this Master Strike. And we got to discard a card at random, which could be pretty devastating. So he's actually at 12 now to hit. He's only going to get stronger. Yeah, this isn't in play, so I can't do the Master Strike effect. I don't have any artifacts out that care about Master Strikes right now. So let's discard a card at random because we have to. I honestly hope it's that artifact. What are the artifacts? I have 2 artifacts, so even if I get rid of an artifact, I'll have a second one to trigger all the Star-Lord cards. Yeah, discarding those artifacts with give and take has been really useful. Like, that's the way you get his... I couldn't figure out how to get his hero set to work the first time. Okay. Oh, man, I lose Guardian's Escape. That hurts. I lose my rare. So much for that attack. Right-hand side. Yeah, it's funny. It's not even a, reveal this or discard a card from at random. It's just each player does it. And I lose the Hydra Soldier. Oh, I guess I got magic in my hand after discarding her. Gaining her. Okay. Well, that hurt a little bit. I lost my rare. Not permanently, though. Got a bystander over here. Got to keep track of. So, what to play first? Got a lot of stuff that doesn't really fit together. Let's start with the Starship Sensors since I have no way to draw a card right now. So I'll play the Sensors, which is going to activate everything once again. So that is, again, 2 attack, 2 recruit, and a card draw. Let's do it. 2 attack, 2 recruit, and a card draw into another one of these artifacts. Okay. I'm going to keep those going around since I've already played almost all the Master Strikes anyway. I'm going to play Ronan's Throne, though, just in case. Whenever a Scheme Twist is completed, draw 2 cards, even if it's not my turn. I'll play that. Let's play Zabu. There's not a lot I can do here, actually, because I lost that rare. Okay, KO a card from here, discard pile. I've got a Shield Agent. I will KO from my discard pile. Thank you, Zabu. I have drawn a whopping 0 cards this turn. No, that's not true. Didn't I play a Sidekick? How did I start this turn? I'm losing my mind. I don't remember if I played a Sidekick or not. I discarded the rare. I don't think I did. I drew... Did I draw any cards? Anybody watching who remembers what the heck I did? All right, anyway, I at least get 3 attack here from Stolen Necroblaster. And it's a May, so even if I did, I could choose not to. So I'll just choose not to and pretend that I remember what I did. All right, I've got 2 artifacts. I'm still not going to play these. And I cannot hit anything for 5. This is 7. This is also 7. And he's 10. 11, actually. 12. Yep, 12. 6 plus 6. Simple math. I will end my turn by getting a sidekick. Calling it a day. Oh, I got 2 sidekicks. Top one is a hairball. At least that's a card draw. I can use that. This artifact is out. Everything else goes away. I've gotten rid of so many graves, but not helping me as much as I thought. 4, 5, 6. Just gotta hit him 2 more times. Just 2 more times. 2 more times. Turn 28. Scheme Twist. So I got a couple things to do here. First, this becomes a tentacle, which means we're back to the big camera. Captures from my discard pile a non-gray. The only card... captures a non-gray here from your discard pile. Only card on my discard pile is the Hydra Soldier, so I'm safe. But left-hand side also has to put a tentacle out. Left-hand side also has no discard pile. Just a deck and a hand, so I'm safe from both sides. Lucky there. Kind of lucky. The smaller my deck is, the more often this keeps happening, so the KOs have helped. Less likely a discard pile is just sit in there. Okay. So those are just 2, 3 attack tentacles. That's it. Those will be easy to take down. Okay. But I also have Ronan's Throne on the left-hand side. Whenever a Scheme Twist is completed, draw 2 cards. Left-hand side draws 2. They draw Gamora and the Master Strike artifact. Nice. Okay, back to this side. I got Dual Knives, so I can play Nothing Goes Over My Head for 2 attack, plus 1 from Dual Knives for playing an Instinct. I've got Korath Disruptor Rifle. Whenever you play a card that costs 6 or more, you get plus 1 attack. I'll put that right next to Dual Knives. I don't have any cards that cost 6 or more. I got a Soldier for a 4th attack. Magic would give me 6 total attack, which would not be enough to hit... Well, I could hit both tentacles. And I could KO 2 of my grays. Let's play the Operative for 1 recruit. Let's play Magic for 2 attack and not teleport her. And we'll hit both tentacles. So each one costs 3 to fight. And each one tells me to KO a gray hero. Get rid of my 2 gray heroes there. Okay. We get to zoom back in. Neat. And that's the turn. This deck, does it have any gray cards left? I think I got rid of them all. Except for the 1 soldier on my discard pile. That's great news. Yeah, things are working and it makes me happy. It's out of room for these cards, though, with all the artifacts out. Turn 29 is another Scheme Twist, which I'll activate right now. So once again, left side still does not have a discard pile. So nothing happens there. But right-hand side is going to put a tentacle back in. I'm at 7 out of 9 twists. I got to hurry this up. I lose on twist 9. So a tentacle goes in on the right-hand side, and it's going to capture either Drax or Magic. I'm going to go ahead and give Magic to the tentacle, unfortunately. So this becomes a... although, well, Drax is cheaper. You know what? No, I swap that. Even though Drax gets me attack, Drax is only a cost of 3. So I'm going to give it Drax. So it's going to be 6 total attack versus this one. And that's it for the twist, except Ronan's Throne lets me draw 2 more cards again. Scheme Twist effect is completed, so I draw Prison Riot and another strike. All right, this is kind of a mess, so give me a second. Let me just tuck this under because I know what they do. We're going to start by playing Empathic Bond for 2 recruit. Oh, I have some more room now because I zoomed out. I want to draw cards. Sharpen Blades first. If you control an artifact, draw a card. I draw Hairball. Let's keep drawing. Let's play Hairball. 1 attack. Draw a card. It's another strike. I'm going to play a couple of them. There's too many now. Just to get them out there. Okay, the next easiest card draw is the Star-Lord artifact stuff. Oh, no, it's Forgive. I'll play Forgive Gamora for 1 recruit and a card draw. And I draw into a trooper. I'll play my troopers. 1, 2, 3. I'm at 4 attack. I'll play Resourceful Fugitive. I will use this to tuck a Master Strike artifact to draw 2 cards. 1, 2. All right. I've got Stolen Necro Blaster. If you drew at least 2 cards this turn, you may KO a card from your hand or discard pile. I don't have a discard pile. I don't have anything on my hand I want to KO, so it's a May. So I'll just play this for 7 total attack after 3. Let's do the artifact thing. Let's play one of my Master Strike artifacts, which is going to trigger all the artifacts. So I got 2 attack, 2 recruit, and a card draw. Same deal as before. 9, 7, and I draw into a sidekick, which I'll play immediately to draw 2 more cards. 1, 2. Ooh, this is a great turn. A lot going on. Let me stack these back up. This artifact has to stay there. Everything else gets stacked up. We've got Guardian's Escape. I drew several cards this turn, so I go up to 7 more. So I'm at 16. Attack. Let's keep going. We've got Don't Need That Stuff. Up to 19. You may discard an artifact you control to get +1 attack. I will... Oh, this fell down. I will do that. It's going to put me up to 20 attack. And this time I'm going to discard a Star-Lord so I can get it back again. Discard Star-Lord, Starship Sensors to get to that 20. If only I could double my attack now, but I can't. Let's play Prison Riot for 3 more attack. Second die coming out. And Excessive Violence. I saw some lagginess over here. Weird. All right. Doesn't like the camera. I get 2 recruit. Any other Excessive Violence cards out here? No, that's the first one. So Excessive Kindness. Let me put that one on top so I know these are close. Let's draw some more cards. Well, in a second. I'm going to play Passion. 1 more attack. 24. Excessive Violence, draw a card. And, all right. So, can I win the game right now? Ronan's 12. I should have enough to win. So, let's hit Ronan for 13 just so I can do some Excessive Violence stuff. I'll have to KO a hero, probably. But I've got some Greys in there, I think. Let's hit him for 13 with Excessive Violence. Should be at 11. Okay. I think this might be the beginning of the end here. Final tactic. The Cosmorod Warhammer. KO one of your heroes as a fight effect. Rescue 2 bystanders. So I will KO, like, doesn't matter. I'll KO this trooper right here. Rescue 2 bystanders, and Ronan's going to capture the Cosmorod Warhammer, but not for long. I get 2. One of them is a tourist couple. Sweet. I get a standard bystander out of that. He's 12 to hit, so I'm short 1, but I got Boom Boom here, so I'm good there. I got the bystander, tourist couple, rooftops and bridge. Rooftops and bridge are empty, so I get 2 more recruit. And these 2 are gained. This won't last long. So I don't have enough to do much more than hit Ronan a second time. I could melt down and go up to 15. Oh, I didn't do the Excessive Violence stuff. Let's do that. So Passion lets me draw a card. We've got 2 recruit from Prison Riot for the Excessive Violence. Up to 11. And I have an Excessive Kindness left. That's it. All right, let's see if I can hit anything else. Let's go ahead and do Take, Yondu side. 2 more attack. I'm at 13. Top card of my deck is not a Guardian's card. Oh, no, it's an artifact, right? It is an artifact. That's what it's looking for. So I get the sword, the knife, the Scavenge Blade, which I'll play. When you play a Strength or Instinct card, you maybe get 2 attack. If you do, shuffle this back in. But I'm not going to get that. So, okay, I'll hit a Tentacle. Tentacles will give me VP, right? Tentacles are worth 4 VP. Let's play Boomer. 16. She goes back. I won't get... I can get the wound. There's no reason why I can't. I'll get 17. I'll KO her. I'll get the wound to end this game. I get myself a wound just so I can play this. All right. With 17 attack, I have 5 left over, which is only enough to... That's overkill. I'm going to hit this Tentacle for 3. Down to 14. And I will KO... You guys want to see me KO or... I can't. It has to be a gray. Otherwise, I'd KO a rare for you. I've got Shield Trooper, and I'm going to spend 12 of my 14 to hit Ronan one last time. I get this, for anybody that cares. And that is it. No more tactics. So we have defeated our first Guardians of the Galaxy Marvel Studios Guardians of the Galaxy Mastermind, and it was a victory. That was fun. I feel like I got pretty lucky with some of the timing on those tentacles, but I was successful in being consistent with taking them out. And my God, the deck thinning here. The KO power with the Doombots especially, but not all the Doombots. I got KO power from other places, which was great. That was a lot of fun. I'm going to go ahead and count my VP up, and then I'll reset for the second game where we're going to play against Ego and his mixtape. And I'm going to ask for some suggestions for what to put in that deck. So if you have some ideas, hold them for a second. I'll let you know when I want to hear them. But yes, victory. We did it. So what did you guys think of how the cards in this set worked? What is your... did your opinion of this set change after watching this specifically? Let's do it back in it so we can see the cards. All right, this is here. We got right-hand side. Look at all these tentacles the right-hand side had. I can imagine this being really frustrating with a lot of players because you could put... No, hold on. Yeah, I should ask that question. You only put one tentacle in. It's only the player on your right. But the further you go around, the greater chance that there's a tentacle somewhere. These are worth 4 VP. So let's go ahead and count out my VP, just because I'm curious. 4. No VP for Ronan. He doesn't give a single thing. 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18 on the left. And 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 21, 22, 26, 27, 29, 30. 18 and 30. That is it. That's all I get. Seems about typical for a villainous weapon game with a lot of those. Yeah, so when I actually get Star-Lord's mechanics right, it's great. I didn't know how to do it the first time. Okay, if you guys have to go, no problem. I appreciate you. I'm going to do another stream after this, but I'm going to end this recording for the first half. Thank you guys for being here. And if you do have to go, I'll see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. for the randomizer stream this week. If you can stick around, I'm going to play against Ego next, which should be a lot of fun. Terrifyingly so. But if you are out of here, I'll see you next time, and take care.